Hey, Umar, where's the school you promised?
And Umar, where's the school you promised? Hey, Umar, where's the school you promised us? We're still waiting for that school.
Hey, Umar, where's the school you promised us?
Where's the school? Is the school gonna open, Umar?
Where's the school? Is the school gonna open, Umar?
Wait, you think I'm playing? Y'all hear that? Where's the school? They're still out there. Oh, good garbage, great. What am I gonna do? I tricked off all that money. Think. I tell them we applied for our certificate of occupancy, but the city turned us down. Yeah.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks for your patience as well. I had to get something done. I got something to show you all, and then I got something else I'll probably have for y'all tomorrow. All right, let's go.
FDMG is coming. FDMG is coming. FDMG is coming. It's coming. FDMG is coming. FDMG is coming. FDMG it's coming. 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 Oh, it's coming. FDMG is coming. FDMG is coming. Thought his personality be twerking. It's twerking.
All right, everyone. Thank you again for your patience. I just got done with something that I need to share with you guys today. I have something else too in the works. I'm gonna try to have it ready for you guys tomorrow. If I run out of time, I'll have it for you guys on Monday. I know today we were going to get deeper into the whole mold situation up there at FDMG, but I haven't had time to put the presentation together. But I also think that what I'm going to share with you guys today is a lot more important than that, at least right now. Thanks everyone for tuning on. Inside the Quick Fresh Chat, appreciate you all. Okay, thank you so much for tuning in. We're gonna get right on into it. So we all know that this month Umar Johnson stated that the school was done. He also said that in February of 2016. He also said that in August of 2023. Okay, so which one is it? But there's more. And that's what I want to share with you guys here today. It's amazing to me how Umar can lie about this over and over and over again. And then he does have followers who believe him, but the receipts are all out there. And that's what I'm going to share with you guys. That's going to be a quick show. We're going to get into this and we're going to get out of this. And then I'll have some time to work on what something else I've been wanting to share with you guys for a long time, just to not have had the time to put it all together. But now is the time to do it, because there's so many people that are excited about this whole FDMG school scam. They believe that it's real, but there's also more people who are waking up. More people who are waking up. Okay, we'll get into that a little bit later on as well. Okay, thank you guys so much for tuning on in. Let's get right on into it. So I put this together. This will be in the documentary. I'll refine it, and I may come across more information to add it. It's not long, but this will give clear insight into Umar and how he lied. He's been lying about the grand opening. Not the grand opening, but lying. Yeah, he's been lying about that too. Okay, but he's been lying about the school being done. All right, so let's get right on into it. Here we go. So of course, I've been showing this particular receipt for many years now, and this is really the most important receipt that anyone needs to see in order to understand that this is in fact a scam. It's a long con. January 6th of 2010, Umar posted this on his Facebook page. Umar Abdullah Johnson promises in 2010 to begin laying the groundwork for the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Pan African School for Black boys specializing in learning disabilities and disruptive behavior disorders. This will be a private school, and yes, you will pay in order for your son to attend. The grand opening was set for September 11, 2013. And then he says, this is chess, not checkers. Okay, today is June 17th of 2026. and there is no school in sight. He has abandoned buildings, but that's not a school. Let's be clear about that. If you look up the definition of a school is a place of learning. Not one black child has been educated. He's collected millions of dollars. At this point, this school is almost 13 years late, and people still believe in this foolishness. By the way, my research shows, and I've done extensive research, that Umar Johnson has changed the grand opening date at least 31 times since January 6th of 2010. Furthermore, I have to reiterate, I know I've said this many times before, there are people who think that Umar Johnson started the school scam in 2019, this FDMG project scam. No, there are people who think that it's 2014, because that's when he started raising money for the St. Paul's College. The answer to that is no. There are people who will see this receipt and say, well, it started in 2010. And the answer is no. Umar conceptualized FDMG in 2004. And I have the receipt. I played it. It's in the documentary as well. Okay, so let's be clear about this. This has been going on for a long time. It's amazing that there's people who are Umar Johnson defenders, and they don't even have their research in order. They don't even know when this started. It starts, Umar conceptualizes this in 2004. By 2010, he posts this, that the school's going to open September 11, 2013, and he promised that he's going to begin laying the groundwork for the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Pan African School for Black Boys. Okay, so I just want to set that there just as the foundational piece as we move forward. Okay, this will be quick. Here we go.
Now, brothers and sisters, I am proud and I am pleased to announce to you at this moment, Black August 11th of 2023. I'm live, King. Black.
All right, and I have to say this. We can go back to 2010. Umar Johnson, he's receiving donations in the form of land in 2012. There are people who stated that they donated to him in 2010, 2009, 2008. In fact, Black Dot stated in the video that he did, I think it was yesterday, that he donated in 2010. Okay, just something for people to think about. So 2010, Umar Johnson, he continues to talk about FDMG. He was talking about it in 2010. Obviously, this post is from 2010. By the time we get to 2014, he starts raising money for the St. Paul's school scam. Okay, nothing came out of that. And then for the next, again, he received donations in the form of land in 2012. He starts raising money for the St. Paul's College in 2014. And then it takes Umar about 5 years to settle on these abandoned buildings in Wilmington, Delaware. In February of 2019, he makes the announcement that he acquired these abandoned buildings in Wilmington, Delaware. Okay, that was in February 2019. And here we are now in June of 2026. The school's still not open. So I just want to be clear about the timeline. He acquires these trap bandos after 9 years 9 years and a month after he posted this. And then he's been sitting on them ever since. But in 2023, Umar Johnson says the following.
Now, brothers and sisters, I am proud and I am pleased to announce to you at this moment, Black August 11th of 2023. I'm live, King. Black August 11th of 2023. I'm on a live stream, King. I'm here for a minute, though. Swing back around. Okay, I got you. That we have finally completed all of the renovations for the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey RBG International Leadership Academy for Pan African Excellence. I'm going to say it again. Today, August 11th, 2023, Black
And excuse the typo too, by the way. I just put this together. So that's August 11th of 2023.
August, we have completed all of the renovations for the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey RBG International Leadership Academy for Pan African Excellence. I got to say it one more time.
So, okay, we don't have to hear him say it another time, but that he stated on August 11th of 2023 that the school was done. Okay, so that's one. Can anyone put the number 1 inside the chat room? Okay, that's number 1. You can put number 1. I'll do it too, by the way. All right, here, let's keep going.
One more time.
So once we do that last layer of coat and do them floors,
okay, this is on the Breakfast Club from June 10th of 2024. So the following year, listen to what Umar says.
Applying for the certificate of occupancy.
You think that's going to be hard to get?
It could be. Because in talking with some of the businesses in the neighborhood, they're telling me that they've had to wait months before the city came out to do their inspection.
Okay, Umar's just making that up on the spot. Okay, he's making that up. And Charlemagne, listen, at this point, I just have to say, because I thought he had some intelligence. Okay, Umar's been up there lying. They've hosted a lot of scammers on the Breakfast Club, but still believing in this foolishness in 2026, Charlemagne. Okay, but Umar's making this up on the spot. Let's keep going.
This is what they're saying. I don't know if it's true. They say, Doc, you might got to wait a minute, and because you are who you are, they might try to nitpick you too. So I'm just going to, hope for the best. You know what I mean? But cautiously understand that because they never thought we would finish.
Okay, but I thought he said that the school was done in 2023. Which one is it? But wait a minute, watch this.
I hope it don't get to the point where we got to drag the city into court for discrimination against us because they never thought we would finish and we done.
Okay, and again, he reiterates this whole idea of taking the city to court in 2025 when the abandoned buildings were going to be taken from him via sheriff's sale because he wasn't paying bills for years since 2019. So the city finally came down on him and he almost lost these abandoned buildings.
You know what I'm saying? And God willing, I believe if they don't take forever to inspect the building, hoping we get these floors done quickly, we should be able to have our inspection before the end of the summer.
School is
okay. The end of the summer, that would the summer of 2024. He's saying that's when the inspection. He should have had the inspection. It's now June 17th of 2026, and the inspections still have not taken place. Y'all see this?
We should be able to have our inspection before the end of the summer.
the school is here. The school is almost done.
Okay, the school is here. The school is almost done. Which one is it? It's mutually exclusive. Either it is done or it's not done. So which one is it, Charlemagne? But watch what Umar Johnson does. Watch this. Listen carefully.
Do you think that some of these Negroes are going to be protesting the most?
Yes, because they're not going to stop. Now that I'm open, they got to move.
Now that I'm open. That's hit the 2. That's number 2. I told y'all something special for you. Now it's open. So if the school is done August 11th of 2023, and then why is it just getting open? It's opening. It's now open June 10th of 2024. There's more. Let's keep going.
Gonna stop. Now that I'm open, they got to move the goalposts, right?
That's right.
All right, now let's get to this year, February 14th of 2026. I think that was Mother's Day, I believe it was, or Valentine's Day, I think it was.
Brothers and sisters, I just wanted to go live today to give my 4 times great-grand cousin, the Honorable Frederick Douglass, his birthday present. I just wanted to go live for a few minutes, if y'all don't mind, to give my 4 times great-grand cousin, the Honorable Frederick Douglass, his birthday gift.
Okay, he's not related to Frederick Douglass, too, by the way. He's such a liar.
And to the Honorable Frederick Douglass, the greatest black leader in American history, to whom I'm related by blood. Frederick Douglass is a second-generation descendant.
He's not related to them at all. His father took a DNA test, and they're not related. It's conclusive. The family of Frederick Douglass, the Bailey family, they outed Umar many years ago and emphatically stated that he's not related. There's no relationship. They even posted on their website. I can provide you guys with that receipt as well. He still runs with the lie to this day. Let's keep going.
Of Isaac and Betsy Bailey and the Prince of Pan Africanism, Dr. Umar Ifatunde Oguntade. I am a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I am an 8th generation descendant of Isaac and Betsy Bailey. We are both descendants of Isaac and Betsy Bailey. And on his 208th solar return, on the 208th solar return of the Honorable Frederick Douglass, I want to give to you, my great ancestor, a completed school in your name and honor.
Okay, I thought Umar stated that the school was completed August 11th of 2023. Remember? Hit the 3. That's three times already now. Remember, I can go back. If we go back to August 11, excuse the typo, he stated that the school was done then on the Breakfast Club. He said it was, not only did he say it was done, he said it's open. That was in 2024. So we got 2023, we got 2024, then we get into 2026, and then it's done again.
Douglas is a second-generation descendant of Isaac and Betsy Bailey and the Prince of Pan Africanism, Dr. Umar Ifatunde Oguntade. I am a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I am an 8th generation descendant of Isaac and Betsy Bailey. We are both descendants of Isaac and Betsy Bailey, and on his 208th solar return. On the 208th solar return of the Honorable Frederick Douglass, I want to give to you, my great ancestor, a completed school in your name and honor. The Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Academy has been swept out. All the trash has been taken to the dumpster, and we are ready for inspection in the name of Frederick Douglass.
Didn't Umar say that the inspections were imminent when he was on the Breakfast Club in 2024? You guys see my point? And he still hasn't put in for the certificate of occupancy to have inspections take place. And it's more than one inspection, too. Let's keep going.
Give me some love. Give me some Black African love right now. Give me some Black African love. We completed all the repairs on the centennial of Negro History Week, February 7th, 2026. And today, on Frederick Douglass's birthday, the black man who escaped from Baltimore through Wilmington, Delaware, Frederick Douglass, I am pleased to report to you, my great ancestor, that the school has been swept out. And on
Okay, wait a minute. I just realized something. Anyone catch that? Let me play that again. I just caught, and maybe I'm misinterpreting what he said there. Let's take another listen to this. Watch this.
Through Wilmington, Delaware, Frederick Douglass, I am pleased to report to you, my great ancestor, that the school has been swept out. And on Tuesday, because Monday is a holiday, I think they celebrate Abraham Lincoln, who was an associate of yours.
Wait, hold on one second.
And today, on Frederick Douglass's African love right now. Give me some Black African love. We completed all the repairs on the...
So he's saying he completed all of the repairs on when?
Centennial of Negro History Week, February 7th, 2026.
February 7th of 2026. What in the world is this guy talking about? How do you finish all of the... It makes no sense. February 7th of 2026, but he said the same thing on August 11th of 2023. Did y'all catch that? Hit the 1. Hold on one second. So this is, I'm taking notes. 3 minutes and 25. Okay, let's go back here real quick. And excuse the title again, August 11th of 2023. I just put this together right before we started.
And I am pleased to announce to you at this moment, Black August 11th of 2023. I'm live, King. Black August 11th of 2023. I'm on a live stream, King. I'm here for a minute, though. Swing back around. Okay, I got you. That we have finally completed all of the renovations for the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey RBG International Leadership Academy for Pan African Excellence. I'm going to say it again. Today, August 11th, 2023, Black August, we have completed all of the renovations for the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey RBG.
Okay, so he says that in 2023, and then in 2024, he says that it's done. And then in 2026, he says the following.
And we are ready for inspection in the name of Frederick Douglass. Out, all the trash has been taken to give to you, my great ancestor, a completed school in your name and honor. The Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Academy has been swept out. All the trash has been taken to the dumpster, and we are ready for inspection in the name of Frederick Douglass. Give me some love. Give me some Black African love right now. Give me some Black African love. We completed all the repairs on the...
Now he's saying they completed all of the repairs. This guy, he lies so much, it's incredible. Let's keep going.
The centennial of Negro History Week, February 7th, 2026, and today on Frederick Douglass's birthday, the Black man who escaped from Baltimore through Wilmington, Delaware, Frederick Douglass, I am pleased to report to you, my great ancestor, that the school has been swept out, and on Tuesday, because Monday is a holiday.
Okay, real quick. So what he's saying is that on February 7th, he completed all of the repairs, and then on February 14th, a week later, the school is done. That's what he's saying. Man, I didn't catch that before, and we watched this quite a few times. Let's keep going.
And on Tuesday, because Monday is a holiday, I think they celebrate Abraham Lincoln, who was an associate of yours. I think they celebrate President Abraham Lincoln, who was an associate of yours, Honorable Frederick Douglass. But the day after Monday, which is Tuesday the 17th, which is the eclipse in Aquarius, solar eclipse. Where my Leos at one time? Where my Leos at? Where my Aquarius at one time? So on the solar eclipse day, we will contact the city respectfully and humbly. And
okay, that was Tuesday, the 17th of February. We are now in June. March, April, May, June. 4 months later, he still hasn't done it. Told you I had something for you guys. 4 months later, he still hasn't done it. Let's keep going.
Ask for them to come out and inspect the Honorable Frederick Douglass and Honorable Marcus Garvey Elementary School and the Nat Turner John Jacques Dessalines Gymnasium, because we are ready to get to work. Are we not, brothers and sisters? Are we ready to get to work? Are we ready to start decorating our...
Now it's decorating. It's not done if decorations... What this guy, he's something else. He all over the place. Repairs are done. Renovations are done. Repairs are renovations, but then now decorations too. It can't be done if you still got another phase to go before you open up. Even though you said that you was open on in front of Charlemagne, running your mouth lying on the Breakfast Club.
School, are we ready to get ready for the grand opening? Our time.
How do you get ready to get ready? This guy, he said, "Are you ready to get ready?" This guy, he's given at least 31 grand opening dates too, by the way.
Our school, are we ready to get ready for the grand opening? Our time has come.
All right, and then of course, most recently this month, June 2nd of 2026, Umar does this video.
Peace and Pan Africanism, peace and Pan Africanism. This is your big brother, Dr. Umar Ifatunde Oguntade, with a special shout out to all the donors of the Frederick Douglass and Mark.
Okay, I just want to point out, if you guys look at the floor, there's warping in the floor. All right, this is not going to pass inspection. Umar knows that. There's also warping in the small gym. He knows that. He's known that since 2019. He's known about this too, probably since 2019 as well. Okay, so he's lying when he says renovations are done and everything is repaired, because if renovations were done and everything was repaired, you wouldn't have this warped floor right here, which is an egress issue. OSHA would have a serious problem with that. It's a tripping hazard. Let's keep going.
Marcus Garvey RBG International Leadership Academy. I want to let y'all know, brothers and sisters, that we have waxed the floor, brothers and sisters. We have waxed the floor. Your school is ready for decoration. I repeat, your school.
Okay, waxing the floor does not, it's cosmetic. This is what he does. Everything is cosmetic, and his followers fall for it every single time. Not all of them. More and more people are waking up, so that's good.
School is ready for decoration. I repeat, your school, my school, Our school, the first school in America that we have waxed the floor. The
I'm sorry, hold on.
decoration, wax the floor. Your school is ready for decoration. I repeat, your school is ready for decoration. I repeat, your school, my school, our school, the first school in American history built by the African diaspora is ready for decoration, brothers and sisters.
Wouldn't it have been ready for decoration back in 2023? Wouldn't it have been ready for decorations when Umar was on the Breakfast Club back in 2024? When he said that now that the school is open? You guys see my point? Okay, this is the fourth time he's done this. Go and put fours inside the chat room. Almost done. Let's go.
We have not gotten our final building inspection. We are being held up, but we are going to.
Didn't Umar Johnson say that he was going to put in for the certificate of occupancy, let's see, the following Tuesday, February 14th? That would have been what he said, February 17th, something to that effect. Tuesday, the 17th. February the 17th. Am I right on that? Let me know. Hit the one. We can go back and look at it. But I thought he said February, that he's going to put in the certificate of occupancy on February 17th, which was a Tuesday. And this video right here is June 2nd of 2026. Oh, someone said, Queendom said February 15th. Okay, I stand corrected. I stand corrected. So what's happened between now and then? Again, Umar, he does this all the time. He lies, and then he doesn't fulfill what he said. It becomes another lie, and he keeps going with it, and people believe it.
Ready for decoration, brothers and sisters. We have not gotten our final building inspection. We are being held up, but we are going to be patient and respectful as we can possibly be under the circumstances, brothers and sisters. Your school is ready.
Yeah, you can't say that this is ready. Look at this table.
This is brothers and sisters. Your school is.
Look at this. I know what that white film is too. I just got to get some time to put the presentation together.
Ready to be decorated, but we need a certificate of occupancy. Your school.
Yeah, there's so much more that needs to go into it, even outside of the certificate of occupancy. And it's not one final inspection. It's a series of inspections. Different, I want to say, departments, if you will. That's probably not the appropriate word to use. They need to come out to do different inspections and testing as well. Right? There's a health department comes out and they're going to do more mold spore counts, and it's going to fail right away. There's mold all on the outside of the buildings as well as mold on the inside as well. The fire marshal has to come through. They have to have people come specifically to look at the electrical system. They have to come in and specifically look at the HVAC system. They have to come through and specifically look at the plumbing. And that's going to be a major problem too, because this building, when Umar acquired these buildings in February of 2019, there were signs posted on near water faucets and the drinking fountain, talking about how the water was contaminated and for people not to drink it, and which makes sense because the building had been sitting for such a long time. Okay, Umar hasn't mitigated those issues, right? So it's not one inspection, one final inspection. Either Umar doesn't know that or he knows that, but he wants to make it seem as if he's much closer to actually getting this project up off of the ground than he actually is, right? It's a series of inspections. And I just mentioned just a few of them right there. Sprinkler system have to be looked at, and a whole host of other things as well. Okay, let's keep going. And then outside of that, Umar has to register this so-called school with the city. He has to get proper insurances for this building. And then he has to get faculty and staff. He has to actually get children enrolled, and the list goes on and on. He has to furnish it. He has to get an IT infrastructure. There's no IT infrastructure in this building whatsoever. And the list goes on and on and on. Let's keep going.
School is ready to be decorated, but we need a certificate of occupancy. I want to thank all my donors who've been standing with us. We are complete, brothers and sisters. Look at your school. Look at your school, brothers and sisters. We are complete and we are ready to decorate for our children. We are ready to.
Okay, he's saying this complete again. All right, he said it in 2023. He said it in 2024. He even said he was open in 2024. He said it in twice in 2026. So that's 4 times over the last 3 years. Umar has stated that the school was done, and it's still not done. That's the point I want to make. He's a liar. Okay, let's finish this video up. Here we go.
Decorate for our community. Douglas and Marcus Garvey Academy is ready to operate, brothers and sisters. We are ready to operate, brothers and sisters. Hit your PayPal. PayPal.
And again, I'm not going to question. Well, I will question. Why does he have door stoppers inside of the faucet, on top of the faucet, the water faucet? Okay, door stoppers are on the floor. The door stoppers are dirty as well. And in a glove, a used glove. Why would that be sitting inside a water fountain? But it's done.
PayPal. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy.
Floors are dirty too, in the walkway.
Hit your PayPal. PayPal.me.
These floors are dirty too.
/FDMG Academy. You must donate or
trash all over the place. I thought he said that he moved all the trash out earlier this year, right?
You must.
Well, why is there trash in here? Anyway.
Donate or you cannot participate. I said you must donate or you cannot participate. Look at those floors, brothers and sisters.
Okay, again, this is all cosmetic. These desks too. These are from the old Moyer Academy. I can pull up videos from the Moyer Academy from over a decade ago. Same desk.
We ready. The FDMG Pan Africanists will be learning. We are ready, brothers. And look at the shine on that floor, brothers and sisters. Are y'all ready for academic revolution? Are y'all ready for?
By the way, the painting wasn't done professionally either. That's another issue that's going to need to be taken a look at when they do inspections as well. Okay, because this is supposed to be a school for children.
Academic revolution. Are y'all ready for the intellectual insurrection, brothers and sisters? In this holy building.
Notice there's no furniture, nothing.
In these sacred classrooms, in these sacred walls, there will be an academic and intellectual revolution. Like
trash. I thought he said that he got all the trash up out of here. Desk missing the top of the desk. I think it's I don't know what that is. Is it a cabinet or a table missing the top? I'm sorry. I'm trying to be serious. This is all such a shit show. Hit the one. It's such a shit show. It really is. And people be falling for this foolishness. I've been trying to tell people for years. I don't get it. Anyway, Jimmy said the top is on the way. All right.
You have never seen in your life, brothers and sisters. Like one you have never seen in your life. The revolution is coming, academic and intellectual. Black
them floors are all messed up too. Anyway.
Boys will be saved. Black girls will be saved. And the community programming will be off the hook. I said the community programming will be off the hook. I said the community programming will be off the hook. Brothers
Man.
and sisters, oh yes. Oh yes.
This school ain't done. Cut it out.
The community programming will be off the hook. Hit your PayPal. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy.
All right. So altogether, he's given at least 4, he stated at least 4 different times that the school was done going back to 2013. We got 2013, we got 2014. No, excuse me. Going back to 2023. We got 2023, 2024. We have twice in 2026. And the school's still not, it's still not done. Right? So for anyone of these Umar Johnson followers, you only need to take 30 minutes of your time, okay, and to watch this video in full. And that's all you need to know to see in order to recognize that Umar Johnson has lied to you guys 4 times about the school being done. And I provided proof, right? I'm working on another video. It'll be longer than this one, and it deals with the FDMG financials. Oftentimes, it kind of gets set to the side that the scam people we tend, and I'll say myself too, we tend to think that the scam is just these abandoned buildings in Wilmington, Delaware. It's not really the buildings. The scam is actually the money. He's used the FDMG project to get money out of people, and this is how he's scammed. And I'm going to show you guys because I found another receipt. I heard it before, but I ran back into it just on accident. And it goes to show you that Umar Johnson lied about how much money he spent to purchase these trap bandos. And then when we do the math on how much he states that he spent and how much he said he had left over in 2019, and we compare that to how much he stated he had in 2000 at the end of 2016, going into 2017, you guys will realize very quickly that there would be in 2019, there would be at a minimum of $600,000 missing. And I'm going to prove it in the video without a shadow of a doubt. Okay, I'm going to do my best to have that for you guys tomorrow. Okay, thank you guys for tuning in. Let me do these super chats right quick. Daxter says, oh yeah, and I saved this from earlier Xenofluxes because this is really where the scam is at. How much money has he collected? That lie kills me. Yeah, he's what he says, the amount of money that he says he collected is a lie too. That's the scam. It's the money is the scam. Okay, that's why I want to say that. Thank you so much. Daxter says, Mad Jaw strikes again. All right. All right, as always. Thanks, Daxter. Tia says the plug letting him know he's arrived. Yeah, that's from earlier. Yeah, that's from earlier. Thank you, TJ. God's Princess says, now that I am open. Yeah, that's what he stated. And if we go back and watch it, you'll notice that Charlemagne is feeding that to him. It's almost as if he's trying to save Umar. I really don't get that. I don't get that at all. And Umar goes right along with it. Umar said that now that we're open, he said that in 2024. If you was open in 2024, why are you saying that in 2026, June of 2026, that that the school is done, but you still need to do some decorations? He has no faculty, he has no staff, he has no operating budget, he has no money to pay for any of that. How are you going to run a whole school? Okay. Yeah, he's something else. Seth says, swing back around and I will purchase another one. yeah. Swing back around. Yeah, we talked about that on Monday. So I would encourage people to get into the archive. It's a longer video. Yesterday was a longer video too. I would encourage people to check those videos out because we get into one of the areas that has consumed the money that people have sent Umar. Okay, and he also has a gambling addiction. I've provided receipts on that. He has a substance abuse issue. We've talked about that on Monday. He's gluttonous too. Okay, that's a lot of money has gone towards that. He doesn't have his own vehicle. He rents cars. A lot of the money that's gone towards the people sent them for FDMG has gone towards that. Traveling all over the world. Although this year he's toned that down, and part of last year he's toned down the traveling, and I know why. And the list goes on and on and on. So that's why a lot of this really goes back to the money. And I'm going to do my best to have that video for you guys tomorrow. Okay, I'll break it all down. I'll go from step by step from the first donation that he received in the form of land all the way through, and that was in 2012, into the St. Paul's, getting into February of 2019 with the Wilmington school scam, and then bringing it all the way forward to 2026. Okay, I'm gonna do my best. Okay, thanks, Seth. TJ also says Umar stay ready so he don't have to get ready. Right, he stay ready. We're ready. Thank you. Guys, Princess says all these lies talking about some decorations. Yeah, and he fabricates that too. Because initially in February of 2019, he states that there's 3 phases. One is acquisition, which technically took him from 2004 to 2019. It took him 15 years because he conceptualized this in 2004. If we want to give him grace, we can say from 2010 when he stated that he's laying the groundwork for the Frederick Douglass Mark Garvey Pan African School for Black Boys and the grand opening September 11, 2013. If we start from 2010, it takes Umar 9 years to acquire these abandoned buildings. I think that let's give him some grace. We'll go with 9 years. Okay, since that time of February of 2019, it's been 7 more years. And he stated that the first phase is acquisition, which 9 years. The next phase is restoration or renovations, which still aren't complete. Even though he said that they were done in 2023, he said that the school was done in 2024. He said that the school was twice in 2026. He said the school was done. But let's go with 2026. If that's the case, then we're talking 7 years, 9 years, 7 years, even though renovations aren't completed. That gets through the second phase. And then the third phase, he stated this in February 2019. He said that the third phase was operations. That's when the school opens and it's operating. His faculty and staff, students enrolled, He has the money to run a school. So what does Umar Johnson do? Because he already lied about renovations being done in 2023. The school was open in 2024. He stated that the school was done again twice in 2026. Well, what he does is he adds another level to this, if you want it, another stage. First stage, acquisition. Second stage, restoration or renovations. And now the third stage is no longer operations. The third stage is now decorations. He's a con man. And this is precisely how he's been able to maneuver to make this thing continue to perpetuate itself. Well, really, he perpetuates it, this scam, indefinitely. Because as long as he's running it, people are still going to send him money for a school that still does not exist. Right? Talking about decorations. Thanks, Gospel Princess. Gospel Noel says those floors are so slick he has to put down salt. yeah. Those floors was dirty too. Even the ones he waxed, they were dirty. And I'm gonna tell you what happens, because the same thing happens inside the gym, in the smaller gym. He'll get the floors buffed, and then after about 2 months, 3 months, the floors will be dirty, and there'll be this thin white. I don't know what it is. What it's like. It looks like it's dust, but it's a layer of thin white. I want to say mist. That's kind of what it looks like to me. But what that is it's mold. And that's why I've been trying to find the time to actually put this presentation together and then go through from 2017 when he first visited these trap bandos, and then go to 2019 when he acquires them and provide evidence and proof of this particular issue. Okay, you'll see it. It's like a thin layer of dust, and it's white though. It's not like regular looking dust. It's white, and what that is mold taking hold, because those buildings, they have no ventilation. They were boarded up for many years. There's no HVAC system. The HVAC ductwork is also contaminated with mold spores. There's black mold growing inside the gym. There's mold all on the outside. But what happens is that when it starts to get humid, even though it's not, and there was a time too where there was a massive hole inside of in the roof. Water was pouring in there for years, right? So the point is that what happens, especially when it starts to warm up, is that the humidity gets high enough to where water starts. It's not even water, but it gets humid enough for spores to take hold. And so what ends up happening is you'll see that white thin layer of, it looks like mist almost, but it's settled down. Well, that's mold spores that have taken hold. And over time, it will build up over and over again. I've seen this so many times over the years, and I always was wondering what that was. I thought that it was like coming from the ceiling. No, that's not it at all. Because you wouldn't have that amount, especially, it just doesn't work that way. And then remember, he put the ceiling tiles back in, so it's not like dust up on the top can fall straight down to the bottom. That's not what's happening there. That's mold taking root. But I'm still got to find some time to put that all together. Anyway, thanks, Goddess Noel. TJ says he's being held up by the little yellow alien. According to him, it's always a holdup. It's always a holdup with this guy. He always has an excuse. Thanks, TJ. And the Enterprise says no inspections have been requested. I called often. Okay, yeah. Well, the thing is that if Umar puts in for inspection, the result would become, if it fails, it will become public record. I don't know if it passes it, if it becomes public record. I would think that it would, but I do know that if it fails, it becomes public record. See, that's why we haven't seen any pass or fail. There's no documentation to speak to this, because he hasn't put in for the certificate of occupancy. And really what he needs to do, he has to put in for inspections to take place. And like I said, it's a slew of inspections that he has to go. I showed the paperwork and everything. He has to go through, and I can tell you, it's not going to pass. I'll propose it wouldn't pass any inspection, because there's what it is it's let's say, for instance, it's an inspection for the HVAC system, and then there's a checklist for that inspection, and he has to pass all that. I'll propose he's not going to. And then there's another one for, let's say, for the fire marshal who comes through, to check if you have enough fire extinguisher, everything's at the sprinkler system, and a fire suppression. He's not going to pass that either. Okay. And when they come and look at it structurally, he's not going to pass, because in the small gym, you have the warp floor, and what he calls a small school, there's warp floor too. That's not going to pass inspection. They're going to be looking at the doors too. Do they close properly? It's supposed to be a school, right? So no, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. He's not going to pass any of those, right? Thanks, Enterprise. Okay. Thanks for all the super chats, everybody. I want to thank everyone for tuning on in. I apologize. I didn't mean to do a really, really short show, but I just wanted to get this out there because there have been so many people who they're excited right now. And then, of course, Black Dot did a video yesterday where they talk about Umar telling people that the school is complete, that everything is done. And what's fascinating about this is that Black Dot did a video many years ago, and he was arguing that Umar wasn't a scammer, but that Umar was crazy. He's mental. Well, the truth is that he's both, and he was both then, and he's both now. The point is that more and more people are waking up. I have the video here. You guys want to watch it real quick? It's a short video. Let me know if you want to watch it because we can take another 10 minutes. Hit the one. We can watch it real quick. So that's why I'm saying more and more people are waking up. And Black Dot also stated that he donated to Umar back in 2010 for FDMG. Umar states that he started raising money in 2014. He's a liar. Okay. All right. Okay. I see some ones here. Okay, let's do this real quick. Let me pull it up real quick. Yeah, the video's about 12 minutes long. Okay, here we go.
Hey, cool. No, there's a lot of.
You are tuned into the sounds of urban.
Guys, listen. I'm man enough to admit when I'm wrong. Right? I'm man enough to admit it. Other day, you know what I'm saying, I saw Umar in the school, flick.
Yeah, I remember she said that. Lovely T.I., because she did some videos, really good videos. I'm going to have some segments inside the documentary. I actually already have it inside of my notes. She did say that she donated to Umar back in, I can't remember if it was 2010. Let me actually look inside my notes right quick. Because I remember she said that. And I wish that she would, and I wish that Black Dot would actually provide the receipt to show that. Because Umar's been lying to people. And there's other people too. There's people that said 2009. There's people that said 2008, 2007. Okay, but I do know as a statement of fact, based upon Umar Johnson's own words, that he received donations in the form of land going back to 2012. Okay, there's a video I'm working on right now to break all that down. All right, but let me pull this up right quick. So, yeah, lovely. Yeah, it's not coming up right now. Yeah, I'll have to go and I'll pull it up. Okay, let me let this play. I'll be right back.
Lights. You know what I mean? Putting on the water on the faucet.
Putting the water on.
He said, listen, these floors is wax. He said, this room right here is for punishing you chocolate sisters. He said, oh my God. Yo. So yeah, people were tagging me in that, and here's the thing. I realize I live in a bubble because I think, when we talk about Umar School, we all are collectively knowing this is some bullshit, right? Cool. No, there's a lot of people still out there going, see, and the thing is, because if you're not constantly up on it and you're just seeing, highlights, and this is like any social media stuff, if you're just kind of seeing, the bits and pieces, you go, okay, that makes sense. It does take a while to get a building up and running, to get it up to code and stuff like that. But the funny thing about this one is he announced that the school was done 4 months ago. Brothers and sisters.
Okay, again, I provided the receipts. He stated that the school was done back in 2023. He also stated on the Breakfast Club that it was open, which would mean it would be done in 2024. And then, of course, in 2026, he stated that twice now. Right?
He said, we just need the building, the certificate of occupancy, and we are good to go. He posted a video 3 days ago. He said the same thing. And I said, yo, this dude is ill. Like, and it's not a never-ending scam because it's coming to that point because every school year that ends and a new school year starts and we're like, bro, what's up?
Yeah.
Right? It gets, it becomes a lot more awkward, but he's wild. Like the fact that he was talking about schooling and then immediately went to my chocolate Nubian sisters. This is where I'm gonna put you on punishment at. I got the
paddle that ass. red, black, and green paddle for that ass.
Yeah, he did go there, but he tends to do that anyway. He starts to sexualize the conversation. His focus is not on children. His focus on the single mothers that are giving him money and give up the cooch. That's what it comes down to. Yeah, I couldn't find it inside of my notes, but I do remember her saying that she donated to the school. I can't remember how much she said she donated or when. I may have to revisit to find all of that because I don't have it inside of my notes, and I should have. Okay, let's keep going.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you, bro. I'm gonna tell you. Listen, I put out a video 7-8 years ago, and I said Dr. Umar is not a scammer.
No, he was a scammer. It's just people are realizing it now. That's all.
Right? And people got in, but when they watched the video, I keep telling you, in his mind.
Yeah.
First of all, he loved them kids in his.
Okay, no, he don't love the kids. That's not true. He don't love the kids. He don't deal with kids. He don't even deal with his own kids. A man can't say he loves other people's kids when he don't even take care of his own kids. Last year, his daughter came out and exposed him as a deadbeat, one of his daughters. By the way, Umar has at least 3 baby mamas in Philadelphia alone. I have all the receipts. And one of the women that he impregnated was in her early 20s when he was in his early 40s. And he don't pay child support on time, and he's a deadbeat. He don't even spend time with his children. So no, and I take issue with that because whenever people bring up children, you guys have to understand, and we covered this yesterday, Umar has no business being around children in the first place. He's a sexual deviant. He's talked about little girls' private parts. He's called them rotten cookies, cookies being a euphemism for the vajayjay. So no, he don't love the kids. He said when he can't wait to cuddle with the boys by the fireside. That's what he said. Umar also stated that he looks forward to when he can have the boys sleep over at FDMG so he can turn off the lights, lock them in, turn off the lights and play capture the flag. I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to be. He's called for the murder of black boys, the thugs on the corner. So let's not do that. He does not love children. He don't even love his own children. And no man can say that he loves other people's kids. He don't even love his own in the first place.
His mind. This is his universe. He created this shit in his mind where he's gonna need elite Marcus Garvey warriors to hold him down as he travels around the country, and he's the most dangerous man in America.
I remember Umar saying something like that. That was from February 2019.
And it's like the boom boom room, Ray Ray's boom room.
Yeah.
And you know, he's got all these characters laid out. But generally, it wasn't for the sole purpose of scamming people.
Hey, listen, Umar conceptualized this in 2004. In 2010, he said the school was going to open September 11, 2013. If Black Dot, because Black Dot states that he gave Umar Johnson money in 2010, but Umar states that he didn't start collecting donations until 2014. That's a fucking scam. I'm going to show this tomorrow if I get it done. How is it possible that Umar states that he raised $1 million by the summer of 2016, and then later said that he would be at $1 million by January 1st of 2017, but then is interviewed. Let me give you the date. On August 16th of 2024, and he states that all he had left was $400,000 in February of 2019. Where does $600,000 fucking dollars go? It's a scam. And we're not even counting the money he raised in 2017 and 2018. We ain't even counting Black Dot's money that he sent in 2010, because Umar said he didn't collect no donations until 2014. So we're just counting 2014, 15, and 16. Umar stated he was at $1 million. I can pull this shit up right now. And then he gets his scamming ass on this platform that I ran back into today on August 16th of 2024, and he states emphatically that all he had left over was $400,000. He's a scammer. Mind you, also have Umar saying that the purchase price was around $700,000. Which one is it? See, the online records say $400,000. That's what I have in the first document. So why does Umar say around $700,000? Because he wants to dismiss $300,000. He did. Listen, I spent it on the scoop. No, he's a scammer. He's been living off of this money. He's been homeless since 2019. Now, do you guys want me to pull this up? Look. I should save it for tomorrow or next week. But let me show you what I mean. Matter of fact, let me do two things. Let's go to two, yeah, 2016. Here it is. Let's go to 2016. May 16th of 2016, Umar was in Memphis. Let me pull it up. I'm going to prove it to you guys right now. Umar was a scammer then, he's a scammer now. Ain't nothing changed. Here we go. 5/16. And it's at the timestamp 108:35. Okay, I'm gonna let this play because I gotta go get the timestamp for this other part where Umar states how much he paid for these trap bandos. Watch this. 108:35. Here you go. Yeah, again, this is from May 16th of 2016. May 16th. So 2016.
Are we going to build the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey RBG International Leadership Academy? And some of my contemporaries are jealous of the fact that y'all helped me raise $700,000 so far.
Okay, so he's saying $700,000. $700,000, May 16th of 2016.
And some of them are jealous of my 6 degrees and jealous that I'm the most requested black scholar on the planet and that I'm cuter than them. And I'm swaggerlicious with my degrees. But we gonna build that school, y'all. I promise you that. I don't know where it's gonna be, but I do know it's coming. We still want St. Paul's College, the HBCU down in Virginia that closed down 3 years ago. They still trying to sell it for $2 million. I don't know why. The school been sitting there empty for 3 years, which means the quality of the upkeep is dropping, which means the value of the campus is low. So let me tell you what I plan on doing. When we cross the $1 million mark, probably around the end of the summer.
Okay, the end of the summer. That would be the end of the summer. That's 2016. I also have a video where he says by 2017, January 1st of 2017. Okay, so let me make this clear. Umar, what he's saying here, and we're gonna go with the other date. We're gonna give him some grace that by January 1st of 2017, he's at $1 million. Okay, Umar continues to raise money in 2018, 2017 for the rest of that year, and in 2018. And then he purchases these trap bandos February of 2019. Okay, y'all got this timeline? All right. So let me pull up from 2019. And in fact, back in February 2019, I broke the story of Umar acquiring these trap bandos before he even told people that he had acquired these trap bandos. They don't remember that hit the one. Purchase price. Yeah, I'm not seeing it inside. I have it because I've shown it many times. Wait, here it is right here. Yeah, here we go. So the online records, and I've already verified this, is $400,000 in 2019. You guys see this? All right. So he says he's at $1 million in 2016. And then he also says by January 1st of 2017, he's at $1 million. Online records show 400,000. Let me show you guys what Umar stated. Actually, this may not. Let me see, because I've shown it before, but like I had issues playing this before. Let me see. 9 minute and 25 second mark. Let's see if it plays.
I'm ready for that August.
Okay, it's working. Okay, so let me go to the 9 minutes. And now listen to what Umar says here. Here we go.
To Canada. I got to get back to Canada. Been a couple years since Toronto, and it's been a couple years since Montreal. Go right ahead, black man. What's your question?
Well, first of all, I'm
See him sniffing? Okay. He has substance abuse issue. I've already talked about this.
just honestly happy that you got your school. When I heard that you got it on one of your live Instagram feeds, I honestly couldn't believe it. And the price that you got it for, I'm just like, wow, this is actually happening.
You said the price that I got it for. What's the price I got it for, brother Ace?
I think you said.
See, now notice Umar doesn't give the price. In point of fact, he's never given the price like directly, but I'm going to show you guys he slipped up. I'm going to show you guys in just a moment.
I'm just honestly happy that you got your school. When I heard that you got it on one of your live Instagram feeds, I honestly couldn't believe it. And the price that you got it for, I'm just like, wow, this is actually happening.
You said the price that I got it for. What's the price I got it for, brother Ace?
I think you said 700,000, and it was it was supposed to be $1 million, something like that.
Yes, sir. We got it reduced. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Correct.
But
around that amount.
He says around that amount, around 700,000. Okay, 400,000 is not around 700,000, but Umar says 700,000 because he wants to basically make $300,000 just disappear. Remember, he stated back in 2016 that he would be at $1 million by the end of the summer of 2016. I also have a video where he's at a men's conference and he says by the beginning of the new year, which would be January 1st of 2017, that he's at $1 million. The online records show 400,000. I broke this story back February 2019. I also provided people with the receipt for the transfer deed. Some of you guys were around back then. So why is Umar saying that it was around 700,000? He's a scammer. See, the scam is the money, not the school. The school is just a carrot that he dangles in front of people to get money out of them. It's part of the scam, but the scam is the money. Okay, so Umar, he's been lying about how much money he's raised from the jump. In point of fact, he stated that his first donation was received in 2014, but Black Dot said that he donated in 2010. And yeah, WTI did say she donated. I can't remember when it was. I got to find that receipt. So if Black Dot donates in 2010 and Umar says he didn't collect donations until 2014, it's a fucking scam. And yeah, Umar's batshit crazy too, because those two things are not mutually exclusive. Y'all see my point? But now I'm going to provide you guys with the receipt right here. Let's go to 2024, August 16th of 2024, and listen what Umar says. He slips up here. And I'll let it play, but keep it in mind. In 2016, he said he's at $1 million. He also said in summer of 2016 he's at $1 million. He also says that by 2017, January 1st of 2017, he's at $1 million. Okay, that's where he's at the men's conference. He also states that the purchase price was around $700,000. The online receipts show $400,000. Okay, now watch this.
Detroit, many closed down public schools, but I had to learn the hard way that even though these schools are available, they don't want black people to buy them. The reason they shut them down is so they can sell them to the white folks to gentrify the community. Because I'm in Chicago, I'm in Detroit. Why can't I see these schools? They're showing me schools, but
he always has excuses.
Showing me the schools in the worst condition. It's time for the Great North American Eclipse. I'm sure y'all remember that big eclipse that happened August 21st, which is the day I was born. And I see this property in Wilmington, Delaware. I said, and I see this property in August 21st. In fact, I just came from Nat Turner before I
See, he always has to be this long, drawn-out explanation. Cheyenne Bryant's the same way. This is what the scammers do. You ask them a simple question, and they give you a whole big backstory. And it just be him running his mouth. That's what they do.
I came to y'all because we celebrate his birthday October 2nd, which was an eclipse. Okay. And so I'm on LoopNet and I see this property in Wilmington, Delaware. I say that school looked kind of new. So on my way to drive down to Nat Turner, which is 5 hours from Philly, I stop and I look at the school. I say, this is it. So I go to Nat Turner. We celebrate the eclipse. I go to Cuba because my paternal great grandfather was Cuban. I get initiated. I practice Ifa, Yoruba spiritual culture. Come back from that. We do a group trip to Africa. We go to Ghana, Togo, and Benin, Voodoo Kingdom. Come back from that. I finally walk into the school, get to see it. I say, this is definitely the place we want to be because it's only 40.
Yeah, that was 2017. That was the first time. Well, there's video. I have the video where he actually visits these trap banners for the first time in 2017.
30 minutes from Philly. Delaware is our backyard. It's like Oshawa to Toronto, right?
Okay.
But they wanted $2 million, the same price as St. Paul's. I said, here we go.
Okay, so he's saying that they wanted $2 million for these trap banners in Wilmington, Delaware. By the way, St. Paul's, they didn't ask for $2 million. They said that the starting bid was $2.5 million. Umar stated he put it in the bid. He lied about that too. He's a scammer. He never put in the bid because you have to have $2.5 million to get in the game. You mean to tell me Umar, he over the course of what, 2.5 months, he raised $2.5 million? See, what Umar tells people, he tries to make it seem like St. Paul's was like a regular old sale. No, it was an auction. It was a closed bid auction. This guy lies so much. Let's keep going.
Go with another $2 million. I stayed at him. 18 months later, I called him up. I say, listen, nobody's buying that school. People breaking into it. Give me the damn school. We got 4.
Okay, he's talking about, listen to what he says here. He's talking about FDMG, these trap banners in Wilmington, Delaware. Listen to what Umar said.
Million. I stayed at him. 18 months later, I called him up. I say, listen, nobody's buying that school. People breaking into it. Give me the damn school. We got $400K.
Got him. It's a wrap. See, in the documentary, I'm going to go step by step. If Black Dot has the proof, and I'm probably put the shit in there anyway, but if he has the proof and a receipt to show that he donated back in 2010, I'll include that. I'll go figure out what Lovey T.I., what year she said she donated. I can't remember if it was 2010. I thought she said 2014 or something like that. It'll be in there. I'm going to go step by step. From the land that was donated to Umar in 2012 to when he claims he first starts to raise money in 2014, and then all of the times that Umar updated people on how much money he raised, including $700,000. I'm gonna go. What? In 2017. How do you go from $1 million in 2016 to 700,000 in 2017 to 400,000 in 2019? Do I need to pull up the receipt? Same one. This guy be lying so much, it's incredible. Let's go back to Let's go back to May 16th of 2016.
Go back and give him an ultimatum. Say, listen. But we gonna build that school, y'all. I promise you that. I don't education. And that's why we're going to build the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey RPG International Leadership Academy. And some of my contemporaries are jealous of the fact that y'all helped me raise $700,000 so far.
Got him. How do you go from $700,000 in 2016, the same year he said he was at $1 million? You go from $1 million in 2016 to in 2024, you said that all you had was $400,000 in 2019. Hit the one. It's a wrap. He's a scammer. He said 400,000. He was at 400,000 May 16th of 2016, that he would be at $1 million by the summer of 2016. Also have him on record saying that he would be at $1 million January 1st of 2017. How do you go from $1 million January 1st of 2017 to $400,000 on February of 2019? Let me play this again. Listen.
Okay.
Wow.
I said, really? He said, brilliant. I stayed at him. 18 months later, I called him up. I say, listen, nobody's buying that school. People breaking into it. Give me the damn school. We got $400K.
Wow.
And he said, okay.
Wow.
I said, really? He said, bring us the money. I brought him the money. The school was ours on February the 7th of 2019. Let me tell you why that's significant.
Okay, it's significant because you're a scammer. And see, he says 400,000. That's what I said in February 2019. Before he even made the school announcement, I broke the story. And I've verified this figure too. See, this is the only time Umar told the truth, but he also exposed himself as a liar because he had been lying about how much money he raised. Let me show y'all something else too. I'm going to show y'all something else. This is, and I don't mean that I don't want to use, well, I'm not going to use, I ain't going to say that. Let's go to, oh, hold on. It's an image. Give me 1 second. Umar said all he had left was what? Let me chat room. How much money Umar say he had left? I'll wait. And I apologize. I got the regular old cup today with some ice in it. Ghetto ass. I usually like to have me a nice little cup and stuff. It'll be all sedity, but we got to do what we got. What's up, ESB? 400,000. I'm gonna leave that on there. 400,000, right? And that's consistent with what the online receipt shows, but I'll verify this too. This 400 figure. Let me show you guys how diabolical Umar Johnson is. He is a scammer. If we go back and look at his GoFundMe, how much money did he raise just on GoFundMe alone from March 3rd of 2015 through December 27th of 2017? That's 2 years and 10 months. Umar raised $403,555 just on GoFundMe alone. Of course, money's going to be taken out of that because GoFundMe takes a cut. I understand that, but understand that this right here, just on GoFundMe alone, over the course of 2 years and 10 months, if we go based upon what Black Dot said, Umar Johnson was raising money in 2010 for FDMG because Black Dot donated $100, according to Black Dot, back in 2010. So what this means is that Umar Johnson has been raising money since at least 2010, 16 years. But if we go from 2010 to 2017, just on GoFundMe alone, Umar Johnson had raised $403,555. We're not counting PayPal. We're not counting checks and money orders sent to his P.O. box in Philadelphia, and then that got shut down for fraud, so he went and set one up in Wilmington, Delaware. We're not counting cash sent to his P.O. boxes. We're not counting cash given to him and checks given to him at speaking engagements. We're not counting his Cash App. We're not even counting his PayPal. Speaking of PayPal, watch this. There you go. This is from 2015, January 19th of 2015.
Oh, we doing okay. PayPal sabotaged us, y'all. Let me tell you how PayPal sabotaged. I called PayPal before I started using PayPal for the school fundraising. And I didn't want to use PayPal, but lazy Negroes kept talking about why I just can't make an online donation. Take your lazy ass to the post office and get a stamp. But anyway, they kept on bugging me, so I said, okay, let me do this PayPal. Now, I called PayPal first. I said, listen, I don't have tax-exempt status yet. I won't have it to the end of the year. And I don't want y'all to freeze my account. If y'all going to freeze my account, I don't even want to start with PayPal. They told me you should be fine. Now, check this out. We raised $25,000, PayPal don't say nothing. We raised $50,000, PayPal don't say nothing. We raised $100,000, PayPal don't say nothing. So when I get to $125,000, they freeze my damn account.
$125,000 on GoFundMe, on PayPal alone. This video comes online January 19th of 2015. Umar is claiming that he started raising money in the spring of 2014. But you know what? I just noticed something while Umar's talking in this video. He says that he wouldn't have his tax exempt status until the end of the summer. This video is from 2014 because he didn't get his tax exempt status until 2015. He had it for 2015, 2016, and 2017, and he didn't report to the IRS how much money he had received. He didn't report anything to the IRS, so it went into auto revocation. They revoked his nonprofit status. This video, therefore, is from 2014. What this means is that at most, Umar Johnson had been raising money May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December for 8 months on PayPal, and in 8 months, he had raised $125,000. If we take this $125,000 and add it to how much he raised on GoFundMe, which is $403,555, that gets Umar up to $528,550. The purchase price was $400,000. Just with PayPal over the course of about 8 months and on GoFundMe over the course of 2 years and 10 months, Umar should have still, after purchasing these trap bundles, he should have been sitting on $128,550. We're not counting all of the Cash Apps that he's received. We're not counting all of the PayPal from 2015 through 2019, through February of 2019. We're not counting all of the Cash Apps. We're not counting all the P.O. box checks, money orders, cash sent to him to his P.O. box from May of 2019 through May of 2014 through February of 2019 to his P.O. box in Philadelphia, and then, of course, in Wilmington, Delaware later. We're not counting any of that money. Cash given to him at speaking engagements. Checks and money orders given to him at speaking engagements. Just GoFundMe and PayPal alone. 2 years and 10 months on GoFundMe and 8 months on PayPal paid for the school. Where'd the rest of the money go? And in February 2019, Umar's talking about he ain't got no more money left. Got him. There's so much more I can pull up and show you guys. Let me play this one more time and we be up out of here. Look.
Marcus Garvey's Black Star, on my way to drive down to the place we want to be because it's only 40 minutes from Philly. From that, I finally walk into the school, get to see it. I say, this is definitely the place we want to be because it's only 40 minutes from Philly. Delaware is our backyard. It's like Oshawa to Toronto, right?
Okay.
But they wanted $2 million, the same price as St. Paul's. I said, here we go with another $2 million. I stayed at them. 18 months later, I called them up. I say, listen, nobody's buying that school. People breaking into it. Give me the damn school. We got $400K.
Wow.
And
damn. That's all he had left over. He was at $1 million in 2016. You got 2017, 2018. By the time he gets to February of 2019, all he had left was $400,000. And he tells people that it was around $700,000. Umar has raised by now upwards to around, it has to be around $3 million at this point. And not a school in sight. Not one black child has been educated. He's a scammer. See, the school's not the scam. I call it a school scam. But the scam is the money. And if people did their research, and I've done my research, and I'm going to say it, can't nobody fuck with me on the research. I've done my research. The research shows without a shadow of a doubt, and it can be proven in court, that based upon Umar Johnson's own words, not only has he raised upwards to $3 million by now. Well, let me take that back. My best estimate at this point, he has to be around $3 million, but based upon his own words, over the course of 2 years and about 8 months, he had raised over $1 million, and he's been raising money. I'm just specifically talking about 2014. He's been raising money now for 12 years, since 2014. May of 2014, and then by January 1st of 2017. May of 2014 gets to 2015. That's 6 months. 15, 16. That's 2 years. 2 years and 6 months. In 2.5 years, Umar raises $1 million based upon his own words. Since 2014. It's 2026. If Umar raises $1 million in 2.5 years, how much do you all think he raised in 12 years? It's got to be around $3 million. But that's not it. Land was donated to him in 2012. Land was donated based upon his own words in San Bernardino, California, and also in Philadelphia. Well, what's that land value? We need to add that shit in there too. He also said that land was donated to him for FDMG over in Ghana. Okay, well, how much was that land worth? We need to add that shit in there too. By the way, Black Dot says that he donated to Umar back in 2010. Okay, we need to also add all the donations Umar received in 2010, 2011, 2012, and 2013. He has to be around $3 million by now, and not one black child has been educated. He's a scammer. But by the time we get to 2019, all he had was $400,000 left. And then he's on Big Loon's podcast talking about he ain't raised $1 million yet. What the shit? I've done my research. All right, let's finish up with Black Dot's commentary. Here we go.
And in America, and it's like the boom boom room, Ray Ray's boom boom room, and you know he's got all these characters laid out, but generally it wasn't for the sole purpose of scamming people. Did he scam people? Yes, he made a lot.
But now it's important because he's acknowledging that Umar scammed now. Whereas his other video, he was saying that Umar was not a scammer, that he's batshit crazy. No, he was batshit crazy and he was a scammer then, but he's a batshit crazy scammer now. Okay, because if you look at the money, it becomes very clear that Umar Johnson is a scammer.
The money he can't account for. Let's just call it what it is.
Exactly. He can't account for $1 million in 2016, and then he only has $400,000 left over in 2019. He can't account for that. Okay, that's $6 million missing right there, plus any money that he collected in 2017, 2018, plus any money that he collected from 2010, because Black Dot said he donated in 2010, 2011, 2012, and 2013. He can't account for any of that money. The purchase price is paid for by PayPal and GoFundMe. GoFundMe for 2 years and 8 months, I think it was. 2 years, 2 years and 10 months, and then PayPal for roughly 8 months. Yeah, there's a lot of money that's gone missing because Umar's been living off of this money. He don't have a job. He ain't worked as a school psychologist since 2010, even though he tells people that he's still working as a school psychologist in 2026. He's such a liar. He doesn't even hold any professional certifications, none, not even as a school psychologist. Never been licensed. He worked in 2017 for about 3 months as a principal. That's it. That's why his child support docket says over and over again, generic order, generic order, generic order, with very few exceptions. Because the court's trying to find out where he works. He wasn't working.
The school, whenever it's done, it's not for the kids. This, first of all, he's been working on this.
It's never going to be done. That's the thing. He already said that it was done in 2023, 2024, 2020, twice in 2026.
It's 16 years.
Okay, he's saying 16 years from 2010. Why is he saying since 2010? Isn't that interesting? Well, one of the reasons why he's saying from 2010 is because that's when he said he donated to Umar, which would make sense, right? It would make sense that people were donating to Umar in 2010. Why would it make sense? Well, it would make sense because in 2010, Umar posted the following. January 6, 2010, Umar Abdullah Johnson promises in 2010 to begin laying the groundwork for the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Pan African School for Black boys specializing in learning disabilities and disruptive behavior disorders. This will be a private school, and yes, you will pay in order for your son to attend. Grand opening September 11, 2013. This is chess, not checkers. So that makes sense. See, I hope that, and if you happen to see this video, Black Dot, if you have that receipt and you send it to me, I'll cash app you or PayPal you $100, $150. If you have the actual receipt and it's verifiable that you donated to Umar. Okay, so he says 2010, and that makes sense because Umar stated in 2010 that the school was going to open September 11, 2013. Let's keep going.
At least 2010, at least.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, he's saying at least. Damn. Okay, and again, if Umar posts this at the beginning of January, y'all don't think he wasn't talking about FDMG prior to this? Come on now. But Umar, he's been at this a long time. A very long time.
The school is for him to say he finally finished that stickman figure or whatever he was trying to do. This ain't about kids.
Yeah, it's not. It's not. Okay, that's why I went off earlier, and it's because Umar don't care for no kids. Don't care about his own kids. He ain't never been an educator. He ain't never educated no kids. And more importantly, he don't even take care of his own kids.
Stop it. Where are you going to get the kids from? You build a school in the middle of a poor neighborhood in Delaware.
Yeah, it's crime infested, drug infested. The year prior to Umar purchasing these trap bandos, it was ranked 6th or 7th in the nation for violent crime per capita. They called it Murder Town, USA. Why would you buy trap bandos there? I have videos of a dope fiend nodding out on the steps. I have video of a homeless woman sleeping on the steps. Millions of dollars of renovation work needs to go into these trap bandos. It would actually make more sense if Umar purchased and then tore those shits down and then started from scratch. He had the money. Let me tell y'all one other thing. Remember how I said, well, I showed Umar State in 2016 that he'll be at $1 million by the end of the summer. And then I have a video from him at the men's conference, which was in November, I believe, of 2016. He stated that he would be at $1 million by the end of the year. So we can go with January 1st of 2017. So if by January 1st of 2017, Umar, by his own words, he's going to be at $1 million. Why didn't Umar in 2012 take that, or in 2016, why didn't he take that money and simply build on the property that was donated to him in San Bernardino, California. Let me show y'all. Look. December 24th of 2012. And go down to the bottom of that paragraph. It says, Dr. Umar, potential site of FDMG Academy in San Bernardino, California. 6 acres have been gifted this past week to Team Pan African for those purposes. This is in 2012. This is a donation. But Umar says that he didn't start receiving donations until 2014, May of 2014. Well, if by 2017, January 1st of 2017, he's at $1 million based upon his own words, why didn't he just take that $1 million and build on this land? But you know, it's even deeper than that, because Umar also stated that land was donated to him in Philadelphia. Hold on one second. Let me find it in my notes, because I was just dealing with this receipt before I went live for something else I'm working on. Let me see if it pops up. If it doesn't, I'll have to open up Premiere Pro and get the video there. I can't remember what the video title was. 2017. Okay, 2020. No, it was prior to that. Okay, let me pull this up. I'll pull it up in my Premiere Pro and I'll pull the receipt. Y'all just hold on one second. Thank y'all for your patience. Different kind of show, but we almost done. I'm launching Premiere Pro now. Okay, it's opening. And this, I'm opening up the file for the documentary, which covers Umar Johnson's whole life. I'm in 2013. I've been stuck on 2013 for months now, a couple of months. I just haven't had the time to put into it as much time as I would like. Okay, so this receipt, we go to, okay, no, this is the school done. We're looking for this this money is funny. One moment. Got to be in here. Okay, it's loading. Yeah, I apologize. Matter of fact, let me do this. I'll let the video play and I'll pull it up. Okay, and then I'll come back to this receipt in just a moment, just because I don't want to have you guys waiting. Okay, if you're enjoying the show, make sure you hit that like button. Here we go.
And the parents just gonna show up about kids. Stop it. Where are you gonna get the kids from? You build a school in the middle of a poor neighborhood in Delaware, and the parents just gonna show up and just enroll their kids at $1,000 a month into your school.
Google
Come on, bro.
The neighborhood. Just Google the neighborhood. Google the surrounding areas. Right? I live like 10 minutes away from it. Like Google that. Like I lock my windows and
Love
and
moves
lock my doors.
3312. Look up the definition of a scammer.
He overconvinced. That's funny.
Yeah. Look up the definition of a scammer. He overcommits.
But yeah, like just look that area, because somebody in the comments was talking to me. They was like, I'm like, all right, like just logical questions.
Yeah, it's fascinating how many excuses Umar Johnson followers make up. He overcommits. No, he's a scammer. Okay, the video I was referring to is from December 26th of 2012. And I also have to skip through to find the exact
Everyone for coming out today. Good to be back in Fort Lauderdale. This is my second from last visit or formal presentation. Future of global African unity. Sons and daughters is almost, and on the other side, it has information ancestors that looks like me. That book, Psychoacademic Holocaust, with the system. In their mouth that they didn't mean about agriculture, about the dynasties of Kemet. It's science. We are a people of the star.
Hold on a second. Let me go find it because it's going to take too long. I'll be right back.
Paying for this, right? And don't tell me Cash App donations. Don't tell me PayPal donations is going to pay for this. Like, and I mean, don't like pay for teachers, pay for books, pay for insurance, pay for school buses, because it's no. I'm out in Delaware now. There's no like real public transportation.
Medical,
like this
life.
medical.
Yeah, 2:53, by the way. That's a 2-minute and 53-second mark. By the way, Umar states that he's going to have schools bringing children in from different states. He said New York. He said, I think he said New Jersey. He also said Philadelphia, obviously Pennsylvania, and I can't remember. There was another one. I can't remember, but that it's going to be cross state lines. So Umar, that's the head movies part that Black Dot was talking about in his first video. Let me play this for you guys right quick. Listen to this.
January 18th from 6 to 9 and Saturday the 19th from 10 to 4. Totally free, doesn't cost you a penny, but you do need to register because we'll only have 125 participants. It's going to be issues. Los Angeles speaking this past week, and there's an elder there who granted my organization 6 of his acres of land upon which we can build a school. And so we're looking at one location being in San Bernardino, California, right outside.
See this?
Outside of LA. I got another phone call this morning.
Okay, and this is another thing. Look for these scammers. I call this a comfortable coincidence. Wherein coincidentally, Umar got a phone call just this morning, or he'll say just yesterday or just last week. Listen to what he says. He's such a lying scamming.
So we're looking at one location being in San Bernardino, California, right outside of LA. I got another phone call this morning. There's a brother in Pennsylvania. He's an elder farmer, and he wants to grant Team Pan African several acres for us to build a school there.
All right. So if land was donated to Umar in San Bernardino, California, outside of Los Angeles, and then also in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, this is back in 2012. Why didn't Umar take the $1 million that he had in 2016 or the beginning of 2017 and just build on that land? You see the logic? See, what we have to understand about Umar is that this has been a scam from the beginning. See, that's the other thing. You guys got to do your research. I'm not talking to y'all because most of y'all up in here, you already know. If we go back to Umar Johnson's UNIA letter in 2005 and go look at what he was attempting to do and scam them back in 2005, then everything fits into place in terms of Umar conceptualizing FDMG around that time, because he was trying to scam the UNIA out there in Philly for a building fund to get money to renovate the second and third stories of that building. He wanted power and control and money. He wanted to take over that organization. He was scamming back then. They was going to kick his ass out anyway, but he puts in his letter of resignation. You can't find it online anymore, too. Over the last 6 months, it's not available, at least the last time I looked, but I have screenshots of we covered it, and I have a whole breakdown of it inside the documentary. Umar's been scamming for a long time, a lot longer than what most people realize, since at least 2005, 2004. He's been at this for 2 decades. That's the seedlings of this FDMG school scam, and there's been so many different iterations of this FDMG school scam, going all the way back to at least 2010, based upon Black Dot saying he donated in 2010. Like I said, Black Dot, if you haven't seen this video and you have a receipt, a verifiable receipt on your donation to Umar, I'll cash up your PayPal you $150. Because Umar tells people that he didn't start collecting money until May of 2014. I've heard him say May and June, April, yeah, May and June. I've heard him say both of 2014. But he also stated that he received donations in the form of land, so that's a donation. So I'm going to go with that inside the documentary, 2012. All right, let's keep going. Here we go.
Food. Teams. Who got paid for all that?
Like, you get what I'm saying? And then somebody said, well, you don't think he gonna work with the state? I didn't say he doesn't want to work with the state.
He said that.
He doesn't. He said that.
Yeah, he does that. Umar does that because, again, he's a con man. He is strategic. He can always throw that in black people's face and use it as an excuse and say, hey, listen, the reason why we didn't have enough money, or he can flip it and say the reason why I'm being sabotaged is because of the state. They're against me. But then I don't want to take state money because it's black owned. We don't want to do grants. We don't want to do anything. But then that gives them an excuse to say we never have enough money to get things done. It's hypocritical. Let me explain why. Because Umar, he went through the process to get tax exempt status in 2015 for FDMG. That was his first EIN number. That's using the state. That's using the federal government, in point of fact, the IRS. So which one is it? You want to be independent all the way, or just independent because it's all about the money? He's a scammer. See, by not having to pay not having to pay taxes on this money that he's using mostly for himself, there's over $1 million missing. He don't have to pay taxes on that money. And then he tells the IRS that he's not paying himself to this nonprofit. He does that so that it's not taxable, but it's also not subject to child support. And then when it gets revoked in 2017, because he didn't even report to the IRS, but he used that tax-exempt status, boy, he's a con man. What does he do? He sets up another one in 2020. It's not retroactive, though, for 2020 or 2019 for these trap bandos that he purchased. That's why he had property taxes in 2019 and 2020. He ended up paying, you donors end up paying $167,000, I believe it was, $164,000, something to that effect. And donation money went towards paying taxes on properties that if Umar simply had his paperwork in order, y'all wouldn't even have to give up that money. He running through you all. Y'all like, I ain't gonna say that, but he running through you all, wasting y'all money left and right. See, he'll take that tax exempt status, but he don't want to work with the government. He don't want to work with the white man. No. He'll to his benefit, so that's not taxed. He'll work with him. But then he can turn around and throw it in black people's face that y'all ain't sent me enough money, which he stated many times. And the government, I'm not trying to do nothing with the government. That's why, and we don't have enough money. So what does that do? That justifies two things. Number one, so he can keep begging for money. But number two, so that he can continue to have excuses why this project ain't done. He's crafty. He's not brilliant, though. He's crafty, though, in a supervillain type of way. Okay, let's go.
When LeBron opened his school, he said, that's cool, but he got that from the state. Mine is going to be 100% grassroots African.
Yeah, but that's not true. He can't. Umar can't say that it's 100% grassroots African if he's getting IRS. I should pull up his IRS revocation. Hold on.
Okay, cool. So let's knock that out, right? So you're not getting the state to help you. How is she going to help you? You're going to have these poor kids and these poor families pay tuition?
They can't afford
that. And why? Why would they? With all these free schools around here, why would they?
Yeah, they can't afford it. And Umar stated $500 a month. Initially, you guys, he said $250. Did you guys know that? He said $250. But then he changed it to $500 a month. He did that in the Big Papa podcast, which was one of the most egregious recordings you guys will ever hear of Umar, and 99.9% of the people haven't heard it. $500 a month. I even did research on this back in the day. What was the median income for people who live out there? I can't remember what the figure is. I don't know what it is today, but let's go. Let me go look it up right quick. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use the address of these trap bandos. I'm going to take the zip code. The zip code. The median income for zip code one. I won't even give it. This is Wilmington, Delaware, where these trap bandos are situated, sits at $35,661 for individual workers, while the median household income is $53,812. If you have one child, you're going to spend 10% of your income, roughly 10% of your income, to send them to these trap bandos when they can go to school for free. And Umar's school is not going to be accredited according to him. Why would you do that? Why would you take 10% of your income for one child? If you have two, you're going to take 20% of your income, your yearly income, your household income, I should say. And this is just the median. Understand that these trap bundles in particular, where they sit, it's impoverished up over there. I'll propose that most people over there ain't making close to $53,812 as a household income. And you're going to send your child, you're going to spend 10%, 20%. If you got 3 children, 30% of your household income to send them to a school that's not even accredited, when they can go to school for free to an accredited school. By the way, here is the revocation. Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey, RBG Leadership Academy. There's the EIN number. He has a second one established in 2020, but it's not retroactive for 2020. It actually kicks into effect in 2021. That's why he ended up, you donors have wasted. He wasted people's money just because he don't handle basic business. He had a 501c4, by the way, at that time. That 501c4, you can't write that off on taxes, by the way, as a 501c4, but he was telling people back then that you can write it off on your taxes. He's a scammer and a liar. There's somebody who said it. They said that recently in 2026 that they had sent Umar a message. They had messaged Umar and told him that they needed information on his current EIN number so that they can write stuff off on their taxes. And then Umar blocked them. He has a whole other separate EIN number now, and he changed the name slightly too. But the revocation date was 5/15 of 2017. Okay, he got it established in 2015. He didn't report anything to the IRS for 2015, 2016, or for 2017, and then they revoked it. Yeah, real quick, this is a 501c4. You can't write this off on taxes, but Umar was telling people that. Now, a 501c3, you can write off, I think, at least some of it off on taxes, but he doesn't give people information like his EIN number or anything like that for them to do that. He never has. In fact, I haven't seen one video where Umar's given that type of information out to his donors. Not one. See, he should have a website, and the website should have all that information on there for people to donate, but also so that people can get that information. See, he's a scammer. The closest thing that Umar Johnson had to a website was called Dr. Umar School or Umar Johnson School, something to that effect. Currently, he has no website whatsoever. And I think that website is from 2014, I believe. Let me see. Yeah. It's not professional. There's no information on there that's really relevant. There's no plan. There's no mission statement. There's no information about timeline, how much money is needed, who's involved in the project, what's the expected date and time for completion, what's been done so far, what's going to be done over nothing. No phone number. Okay, he may have his own personal phone number. I'm talking about like an office phone. Nothing. Let me show y'all. And this is something I showed many, many years ago. We was laughing at it back then. It's not as funny now. It's not as funny these days, but it was funny back then. Let me show you all this foolishness. Here you go. This is from May 30th of 2014. He got a big old donation button up there, though, don't he? He got a fax number. I'll give him credit for that. He does have a phone number that's not his personal one. Okay, so I'll take that back. He has his personal email address, drumarjohnson@yahoo.com. Okay, I always want to be fair. Let me take what I said back before. Okay, he has his Twitter page there. Of course, he has the donation button. There it is again. He also has to his P.O. box. That got shut down for fraud. The state of Pennsylvania, they issued a cease and desist to Umar. I can't remember what year that was. I want to say 2023, if memory serves me correctly. Don't quote me on that, okay? Because I want to make sure I'm accurate. So he's been at this a long time, but this is not like an official website. This is Umar Johnson, drumarschool.com. Okay, no mission statement. Again, no board of directors, no certifications listed in terms of who's participating, project timeline, how much money has been raised, how much money is needed. He did post a video, the St. Paul's video, where he's walking around at St. Paul's. This guy, I mean, and currently there's no website whatsoever. But this is the closest thing, and this is not professional. Okay, and this is all about himself. Let me read this to you. Dr. Umar Abdullah Johnson is a certified school psychologist who practices privately throughout Pennsylvania and lectures throughout the country. I have to tell y'all, in 2014, he was not working as a certified school psychologist. He's a liar. Umar is a blood relative of Frederick Douglass. He's a liar. He's not. The great Black abolitionist and orator. As a school psychologist, Umar evaluates children ages 3 to 21. 21 would not be a child, by the way, Umar, in an effort to determine if they have educational disabilities and a need for special education. Umar is considered a national expert on learning disabilities. I don't know why, and their effects on Black children, as well an expert. His writing is deplorable. 6 degrees allegedly, as well as an expert. Yeah, there's no school calendar. No school calendar. What else is missing on here too, by the way? Go ahead and post it inside the chat room. It's the closest thing he's had to an official website. It's trash. It even looks horrible. Again, this is in 2014. This shit looks like it's from like 1998, 99, maybe 2000. Okay. All right. Anyway, it says, as well, an expert on helping schools and parents modify challenging behaviors that can ultimately lead to disruptive behavior disorder diagnoses in Black boys. And then again, all about himself. As a child therapist, Dr. Umar specializes in working with at-risk, violent, suicidal, and depressed African-American boys. He sounds like Cheyenne Bryant and girls. For 5 years, he served as the youngest of 5 African-American male school psychologists. So fucking what that you're the youngest of 5? This guy, the self-aggrandizing is crazy. It's a narcissism. For 5 years, he served as the youngest of 5 African-American male school psychologists in the 5th largest public school district in America. That's because he only worked for 5 years in the public school system. He tricked that off, and then he started working intermittently in the charter school system, and then tricked that off. And then by the time he got to 2010, he ain't even working as a school psychologist anymore, and he hasn't since. I challenge anyone to provide me with a receipt that shows Umar Johnson working as a school psychologist in 2026, 2025, 2024, 2023, 2022, 2021. I'm challenging y'all. $150, CashApp, PayPal, the first person to provide me with the receipts. The School District of Philadelphia. Dr. Umar has been featured on various Black talk shows, college campuses, workshops, conferences, and panels in the United States and beyond. Yeah, including Mars. Okay. Again, this is not an official. There's no board of directors. There's no office hours. There's no office. There's nothing. But this is the closest thing that Umar Johnson came to actually having an official website. He's never had an official FDMG website. He didn't even call it FDMG. He called it drumarschool.com. One more. He posted this too right here. This is some pictures, like screenshots from when he was walking around on St. Paul's campus. That's it. Straight chat, just straight trash. All right. Okay. Anyway, we got blowed off. Let's get back to the video, if you guys don't mind. Okay. And thanks everyone for tuning on. I'm just going to do this real quick, but it done turned into something else. There was something else I was going to pull up. I can't remember what it was. If someone remembers, let me know inside of the chat room. All right. Let me see. If you're enjoying the show, make sure you hit that like button. I forgot to ask people to hit that like button. We're at 374. Let's go for 400. Okay, let's see if we get to 400. And then the poll question, it was dealing with the mold, even though that's kind of off topic for today. How bad is the mold at FDMG? 11% said bad, 7% said really bad, and 20% said a health hazard, and 63% said an extreme health hazard. That's a whole other issue that needs to be mitigated up here, is the mold situation at these trap bandos. Okay, I'm still working on, I'm trying to get actually started on the presentation on that. I just have not had the time. All right. I was going to pull up the other EIN number, but that's okay. Let's get back to this video right here. Here we go.
And Malcolm, this is where we got to get off this emotional shit, right? Just make it make sense, and I'm listening. That school is going to cost millions of dollars. Mm-hmm. When you want to know about the unknown, you study the known. Look how long.
Yeah, that's real talk right there. That's real talk. It's going to cost millions. I have the budget for the Moyer Academy, and then if we look at inflation from that time and calculate it based upon the difference that it makes in terms of inflation, there's a term, I just can't remember what the term is. Umar's going to need millions of dollars in operation costs. And then with everything that he says he's going to do, including teach the boys how to fly helicopters, airplanes, again, Black Dot broke this down back in the day, head movies. He's going to be taking trips to Africa. He's going to be teaching them how to be Black Rambos, how to shoot guns. He's going to FDMG Gun Club. He's going to have an observatory built on the roof. He's going to have an FDMG farm, an FDMG cemetery. He's going to have horses, horse stables, and horses in each classroom. This guy's batshit crazy. Head movies. That's what it is. Head movies. And Black Dot was right. He did that video a long time ago. You put all that in there. Umar's going to need probably $10 million, $15 million in operating expenses each year. But he told people in 2025 he hadn't even raised $1 million.
Took for him to get the water running.
Yep.
17 years. I got a calculator. I got a calculator. I want to deal with.
See, Black Dot's going from 2010 because he said that's when he donated to Umar. That's good.
With mathematics, God.
Yeah, we got about 1,000 people in the building. Y'all hit that like button. I appreciate it.
Let's do the knowledge, God. 17 times what? Let's say you want to build a school, and because you know what people are going to say, well, you got to start with the first one, but then it's going to be one in every state times 50.
Umar said that there was going to be a school in every state and in every country. We did the math years ago. You guys remember that? Hit the one. Every state in the United States of America is going to have a school, and in every country. I kid you not. Most of you guys weren't around back then. And I don't even remember what video that was. I wish I could find it. Okay, obviously we got 50 states. Some people say 51. We got 50 states. And he said in every country. All right. So how many countries are in? I thought he said in every city in the United States. But let's give him some grace here. 50 states. How many countries in the world? Okay, there's 195 recognized countries in the world, right? So 195 plus 50. 245 schools. That's what Umar's shooting for. Wait, why you say 17 though? 17 times 50. Did I miss something? Let me go back. Maybe I missed something. Hold on a second.
Well, you got to start with the first one, but then it's going to be one in every state times 50. 850 fucking years.
Oh, he's saying, okay, he's saying how long it took him just to get where he's at. Like, that's wild. What he's saying is that if we calculate how long it took Umar to get to where he's at today, God, it's going to take him 850 years to get all the schools up. Wow. All right. Shout out to Black Dot on that one. I was trying to figure out where he was going with that, but yeah, that 850. That's crazy.
50. 850 fucking years for him to get this shit rolling.
Yeah.
Give me a break. Give me a goddamn break. There ain't no school. This was the completion of his boom boom room.
Yeah.
That's all it was.
Yeah.
Nothing more, nothing less. And I have my own boom boom room. You know, we all got them. You know?
But can we also address this gross like deviancy he displays? And I don't think he realized.
Yeah, he's a sexual deviant. I've talked a lot about that. I'm glad these brothers are speaking on that.
That's it.
He doing it so much. This is for the, what do you say? For the sisters or something?
For my Nubian caramel chocolate queens, if y'all get out of hand.
Get out of hand. I got a red, black, and green paddle. What? What? And I'm signing my son up and, son, this is a good school.
Yo.
Dude, what are we talking, man?
Yo.
What? And then we had, let's forget the expose of the people who told you the conditions in which he lives in and you know, this, that, and where that.
Yeah, and real quick, if there's any new people up in here, I want to show that to everyone because it's relevant to this whole Umar Johnson, what I call the saga. That's what I call it, the Umar Johnson saga. So back in 2019, when Umar had his own place, he had his own apartment. He had been there since at least 2010. He was facing eviction in 2010. That's how I know he was there from at least 2010. He was able to resolve that. Excuse me. But then in 2019, he was facing eviction too. And I have paperwork for both of those. He was unable to resolve that. But prior to him getting evicted this was on May 23rd of 2019. Umar did this video. He was live streaming and he accidentally flipped his phone. And so this is what Black Dot is referring to.
Alpha male, send those resumes in. FDMG resumes at gmail.com. FDMG resumes at gmail.com. FDMG resumes at gmail.com is what we're looking for. My thing is
okay, he's a hoarder. That's a mental health issue. He's also lazy. He don't like to clean. So this is problematic because if he can't even keep this little room straight, how's he going to keep a whole campus straight? And again, back in 2014, he was talking about a whole college campus. He's a hoarder. Okay, this is serious, people. Okay, there's a woman that I spoke to many years ago that actually, and I believe that this is where she went to because he had this apartment when she had reached out to me. And she talked about how he was filthy. And the kitchen in particular was atrocious because he had plates of food that was molding, just stacked up. He's a hoarder. You guys ever watch that show, the Hoarder? I don't know what it's called. I can't watch that stuff because that kind of stuff to me. Now, I'm the kind of person, like, if I had a hazmat suit and someone asked me to clean that up, that would be a great challenge for me. I would actually enjoy the process because I'm like that. I like to have order and things have to be where they need to be. I would take that as a personal challenge. They would have to pay me a gang of money, but I would do it. Okay, assuming that there's nothing in there that can, needles or drug pill, nothing like that. I would do it, and because it would be a personal challenge. Let me see how, but I would need the training in order to do it. But that would be a personal challenge. I'm into that. Just having order, right? Keeping stuff clean. Okay, I told people I take at least 2 showers a day. Okay, that's how I am. But I want people to think about that. I can't watch that stuff because there shows that's all they show, these people who live like that. Well, Umar lives like that. And it's been going on for such a long time. And see, the irony is he self-exposes his own living conditions. He ends up getting evicted out of there. Then he becomes homeless. He's still homeless to this day. He gets evicted out of there and then he goes live with his mama in 2020. And he's been living with his mama ever since. And he's a hoarder at his mama's house too. It's a Section 8 housing. I have the paperwork for all that shit. She was facing eviction. He was supposed to be the primary caretaker. She was facing eviction a couple of years ago. Do y'all know that? Because Umar doesn't handle basic paperwork, and he's responsible for putting in that paperwork to re-up and renew that Section 8. He wasn't even doing that shit. He sure was living up in there though. Living in his mama closet, live streaming in his mama closet. Since I'm sure there's going to be new people. Let me show you guys, if you guys ever want to know, anytime that Umar Johnson is live streaming inside his mama closet, I'm gonna tell y'all what to look for right now. He gonna see this video. He gonna change shit. Watch. Let's go. I'm gonna go to 2023, just randomly. I'm gonna pick 2023 because I got another video I'm gonna show y'all from 2023 where he flipped the phone in the mama closet, and you can see he was living in filth in there too. But here you go, right here. This is just one example. Oh, hold on. I got to take another one of these other videos off. In fact, let me show you all this bullshit. There you go. Anytime Umar's live streaming and he got this backdrop right here, this is his mama's closet. Okay. How did we figure this out? And some of you guys have been here around for a long time. Okay. How did we figure? Because we figured it out live. Umar was running his mouth. Okay. He was running his mouth. And then the doorbell rings, and then he gets his hoarding ass up, and look at his chair. He said he had this chair for like 20 years. He's a hoarder. This chair been around since slavery. He gets up and he answers the door, and you can hear the conversation. It's a social worker, and I even know what the organization's name is. Someone sent me all that information because initially I couldn't figure that out, but we figured that out live. this representative is checking on the mama. Umar's saying that the mama's not there, but the mama's there. He comes back, and you can hear the conversation in the back. What I did was I took the video and I took the audio and I put it into Premiere Pro. No, I put it into Pro Tools, I think it was. No, it was Adobe Audition back then. It was years ago. And I was able to raise the volume and then eliminate as much noise as possible. You can hear the conversation clearly. And Umar explains that he's the oldest son and that they've extended the hours of care. So he's a primary caretaker. He didn't pay for this shit. But what he does is he has random women come through to take care of his mama while he was traveling the world. And he was having sex with them too. Anyway, he comes back and sits down. And we were like, because the video that we first watched, when we were watching it, all of this part was edited out. But I got a hold of the original one and we watched it. And while we were watching it, that's when we realized, because initially I thought that Umar, he got up to close a window, but he's actually opening up a little, because he's in a closet. It's like a pantry. You know them doors, those barn doors that fold over like this? That's where he's in. And what that is, it really in that room that he's live streaming at, that's where the washer and dryer is supposed to be in. I kid you not, this is some bullshit. Living off of his mama inside her closet. He lies here inside the mama closet. And so the original video we watched, he gets up and then it cuts and then he comes back on because they edited all that out. And so it looks like he just gets up, and I thought he was just opening or closing the window. And then he says, no, I got a hold of the original video. And what happens is he answers the door. There's a caseworker checking on the mama. Umar starts talking to this person. Yeah, we've already covered this. And then he comes and sits back down. That's when we realized, we did it collectively, that Umar Johnson was living with his mama. So anytime you see Umar with this backdrop right here, he's in his mama closet. Literally. What does he say when he gets back? Watch this, because he's a hoarder. Watch what he says.
Brothers and sisters, the work never ends. I'm not getting rid of my chair. I love this chair. This chair has been with me for almost 20 years. I've been sitting in this chair before y'all knew me. I was sitting in this chair when I became a school psychologist. I was sitting in this chair when I got my doctorate. I was sitting in this chair when I took over the conscious community. I was sitting in this chair when I became King Kong Consciousness. I'm not giving up this chair until the chair gives up on me. I'm not giving up on this chair until this chair gives up on me. I'm not giving up this chair until this chair gives up on me.
All right. Now, let's go back.
G, resumes. D.
Umar flips his
FDMG.
phone. Okay, this is, now we're going back to 2019, the last time he had his own place of residence.
Resumes at gmail.com. FDMG resumes at gmail.com. FDMG.
Okay, he's a hoarder. I'll go step by step here. There's trash all over the place. I mean, it's all up the wall. He can't even keep this little small room clean. How he going to manage a whole school or a college campus? What he was talking about in 2004. There's shit all over the place. And see, it doesn't even register in Umar's mind. Okay, it's a mental health issue, but he's also lazy. That's another aspect of this. He's a lazy person. He's always been lazy. He's still lazy to this day. His hobby is taking naps. This is what he said, and watching horror movies. Okay. The other thing is, listen to how Umar, after he self-exposes, look how he goes right to lying. Okay, watch this.
What we looking for? My thing is y'all need to. What happened? I'm in the process of relocating to Wilmington, Delaware. So the
okay, listen. So the apartment is what?
Apartment is a mess right now, y'all.
No, this isn't just a mess, Umar. This is a health hazard. This is living in filth. This is being. It's a hoarder. He's a hoarder. See, he can't even own up to it as a man. He self-exposed it. He can't own. Just tell the truth. Listen, I'm filthy. I'm a filthy motherfucker. I'm sorry. I'm trying to have a serious show. Just admit it. No, he got to start lying. He in the process of relocating. He never relocated. He ended up getting evicted up out of here. He said he's supposed to relocate to Wilmington. Did he ever move to Wilmington? No.
Calm is what we're looking for. My thing is
my thing is
y'all need to. What happened? I'm in the process of relocating.
What happened was you just exposed yourself as a filthy. That's all.
To Wilmington, Delaware. So
look at that African mask, like shot. That African mask got to be in there all 24 hours a day. Look at it. It's shocked.
So the apartment is a mess right now. Y'all don't need to see all that. I'm in.
Frederick Douglass back there rolling around and roll over his grave. By the way, all this shit he has in here, when he gets evicted, he moves it into the large gym.
The process of relocating to Wilmington
and starts hoarding in the large gym.
Delaware.
He also hoarding in he hoard. That's what he do. He was hoarding in the small gym too.
I'm in the process of relocating to Wilmington, Delaware.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in the process of relocating to Wilmington, Delaware.
Okay, he just starts lying. He never moved to Wilmington, Delaware. Okay, what ends up happening in 2019, he gets evicted. I have the paperwork on that. He gets evicted from that's the last time he had his own place. Then he ends up living in and out of hotel, motel rooms. And then in 2020, at a certain point in 2020, I'll have all this outlined inside the documentary. He starts living with his mama. Okay, so he does this video on September 12th of 2023 in his mama closet. And he accidentally flips the phone again. Watch this.
Tap in with the Prince. Who tapping in next?
Now, if you look at the background, if you look behind that red Marcus Garvey red right behind his Philadelphia Eagle signet logo thing, right behind that, you'll see what he did was he put this in front of what we see in that chair video, what we see in all the videos where Umar's live streaming inside of his mama's closet. So this is still his mama's closet. This makes sense. Okay, listen. Well, watch what happens.
Tapping in next. Who tapping in next? Tap in with the Prince. You got a question, comment? Tap in with the Prince. Tap in with the Prince. Red Medusa going once. Red Medusa going twice. Red Medusa going once. Red Medusa going twice. Where's Red Medusa? Y'all got to get on the Wi-Fi too with these calls. Y'all got to get on the Wi-Fi.
Okay, real quick. Y'all see it right here? Yeah, he high as a kite in this one. Look. This guy, boy, he be smoked out. He be so smoked out. Y'all check out the video for Monday. He did this. I provide all the receipts on that. This guy be getting in a live stream in mama closet, high as a kite. Look at him. It's some sad shit. Okay, but anyway, you see this right here? That's how you know he in the mama closet, and it's still there. It's just covered over right here.
Give her a second to come on in. Where's Red Medusa at?
Okay, let me skip to the part. Here in the mama closet, live streaming, trying to act like he a school psychologist.
Wow, I wasn't even aware of that. Yeah, conspiracy to destroy Dr. King.
Yeah, they're trying to erase the history, Dr. Umar. But you keep doing your thing, Dr. Umar. You definitely got a lot of good followers out here. Good people.
Appreciate you, my brother. I appreciate you. All right, now be blessed.
He flipped the phone again. Look at this shit. This is in mama closet. He's filthy. Everywhere he go, including these bandos. Do I need to provide those receipts? I shall. Let's do a side-by-side comparison. Okay, look at this. He has a tripod. All right, he has clothes in bags, clothes outside of bags. He got oils up there. I don't know what kind of oil Diddy, but I don't know. P. Diddy, well, I don't know. Baby oil. He got a book on the Medu Netter. And then if you look down in the corner, he got a sack of potatoes. What school psychologist be live streaming inside of his mama closet in Section 8 housing and got a sack of potato in the corner? I'll wait. You know you a hoarder when you hoarding a sack of potato in the closet. Yeah, the mama potato. Somebody said it's I'm trying to stay out this chat room tonight. I said, we're going to have a different show. It's a different show, but it is what it is. Okay? That's the FDMG potato. They got the walls all filthy. Umar, clean these walls. If you don't cut it out, I'm going to tell you guys another reason why I knew that he was living in his mama closet was because I was always tripping while at a certain point in 2020, he was live streaming, and there was like these lace-looking curtains behind him. And I said, what kind of man gonna have these kind of curtains for him at his place? Umar ain't got no wife. He out here, he a male hoe. He ain't got no wife. And I said to myself, at a certain point, I said, those are his mama. That's his mama curtain. Damn shame. He ain't got no shame.
Peace and love, black family.
Now, real quick. Then you got the sack of potato and Umar living in filth like a hoarder. You see them curtains up over there in that corner? There you go. That's what I call the video forensics. I'm into this kind of shit. CSI, but it's, we do it on my YouTube page. Okay. Now, I want to be clear about something because there's videos that I can pull up where we will see in here, and you can see it. He has these bookshelves. You see the books. There's some books behind him. We ain't going to get into all that right now. Let's go. This feels from 2023. Let's go to 2025. Umar has turned FDMG, the large gym, into his own personal storage space. Okay. What he did was, remember I showed you the video where he flipped the phone inside of his apartment in 2019 and exposed himself as a hoarder and living in filth? Look.
Strong alpha.
Look at what's behind him. You see these bookshelves. They're great bookshelves. He has all these pictures and picture frames. Some of them are posters, all these African artifacts in the back. See, he's fronting. Umar, he's a great deceiver of our time in the black conscious space. He's fronting like he's all Afrocentric. He's a black conscious, but he flipped that phone and he ain't nothing but a hoarding. Look. See, and I want to be clear about something. A lot of this shit that's in here, he ended up taking this shit and putting it inside of the large gym. And I'm about to prove it right now. Here we go.
Prince of Pan Africanism, King Kong consciousness. We live inside the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey.
Okay, I'm a muting. The video on my left is 2019. Look at how clean that gym, relatively speaking, look how clean that gym was. This is the large gym. He don't even go in here anymore. See, and most of these people up in here, they're not around anymore either. She's still around Sharon because she been in on this scam from really the jump. See, I ain't gonna get into that. I ain't gonna get into that. How he hooked up with her in the first place. It's some bullshit. But we ain't gonna get into that right now. And again, here's Tip the Griff. She's not around anymore. She spent a lot of time attacking Umar Johnson critics for many, many years, but she ain't fucking with Umar anymore. The point is, look at how that gym looked back in 2019. And then now let's go to 2025. Look at how it looks on the right side. And let's look at the video forensics to see what we can see. Here we go. Look at the floor. Okay, there's a couple of things that you'll notice here because Umar was complaining about his books. He says, destroyed my private book collection of 5,000 titles, including rare and out-of-print books. This was personal. Hopefully the cameras will show us who did it. Okay, they poured paint on the books and blah, 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 and the cultural artifacts. Well, where do these cultural artifacts come from, Umar? And why would you store them inside of this large gym that doesn't have any air condition? It doesn't have heating or cooling. In the summertime, the humidity goes way, way up. It's damp in there. In the wintertime, it gets really, really cold. Why would you put your personal belongings, your private book collection of 5,000 titles, including rare and out of print books inside of this gym like this? Well, the reason why is because Umar was homeless. He gets evicted up out of here in 2019. Those are the same books that we'll see. And furthermore, if you look behind him, he has those bookshelves, just like dark grayish bookshelves. Okay, remember that. Remember that. Also, if you look over there in that corner, you'll see a big back TV. You remember the big back TVs from back in the day? You see it over there? Okay, keep that in mind. Watch this. Okay, he has chairs. There is vandalism that took place. That right there is like an African doll. It's probably one of these dolls that he has back here behind him somewhere. Okay, but that's what that is right there. You can see it. He has a whole bunch of books. He got Connect 4 and some DVDs. It could be a CD. It could be I don't know. All right, plenty of books. Okay, notice that if you look at the paint that's been splattered all over the place and sprayed all over everything, stuff's been strewn about and thrown all over the place. Notice that this is not new. Okay, there is dust on top of everything. Umar tried to pretend in 2025 that this just happened. No, Umar put his shit in there back in 2019. So it could have happened in 2019. Let's keep going. Okay, these are all his books. He got his luggage. That's his luggage. See, boxes and boxes all over the place. This is all from his old apartment. See, there's a bookshelf right there. You see it? There's all kind of shit in here. File cabinets, more pictures and picture frames. Okay, this is all from his apartment. And that even looks like some bed mattresses over there in the back. That's what it looked like to me. It's probably from his apartment from 2019 when he got evicted. The damn shame. This is what he's done with y'all's money. He done sent this guy millions of dollars. He's turned FDMG, this gym, into his own personal storage. FDMG personal storage. Okay, there is that right there. That's the same bookshelf that we see right here in the background. Y'all see it?
Baby.
These goofies. Okay, look at the floor. See all the dust? Okay, this isn't new. They've walked through this dust on top of the books. This stuff's been in here for who knows how years. Okay, there are some desks in here, but this is mainly Umar Johnson's shit. Look way in the background. Okay, the wall in the background with all of that trash and stuff stacked up. He's a hoarder, but you look at from 2019, none of that was there. See, dust all over the place. This isn't new. This could be sitting in there since 2019, and Umar didn't even take the time to clean it up. Why would he? He's a hoarder. I just saw something else right there. Yeah, there's another picture right there on the ground down there. See that down on the bottom? It's broken, though. Okay, this is all from his apartment. Okay, these are Umar Johnson's suitcases, his shoes. Okay, more CDs. Okay, he got some old computer speakers up over here. More portrait. His fitted caps up there in the corner. That's all his stuff. If you look down in the bottom, that shoe, red, black, and green shoe, he actually showed that on his Instagram many, many years ago. This is all shit from his apartment. He just put it inside. He's a hoarder, and he turned his FDMG trap vandals to his own little hoarder spot. There you go. You see that right there? There's that big back TV. Look. See that big back TV? Got him. It's the same big back TV where you flip the phone.
Mail, send those resumes in. FDMG resumes at gmail.com. FDMG resumes.
There we go.
At gmail.com.
See? Okay, so wherever he goes, this is what he does. These are all of his clothes. They're in bags. Y'all see that? Just in trash bags. Books, and then he scrambles out. Broken glass all over the place. Umar ain't done nothing up over here, too, by the way. This is the large building. He hasn't done anything up over here. He except turned it into his own personal storage. And let me be clear about something. It's not just this side of the street. He's done the same thing on the other side of the street. Let me pull up those receipts. I'm gonna let this play again because it'll repeat. I'll let the people talk. I'll be right back.
University.
All right. What you think, Sharon?
Excited. Wow, just to kind of watch, from the ceiling to now. But I think it looks like a college campus. The classrooms are.
Oh, cut it out.
I don't
You
know.
don't
Now I'm
stop.
speechless. Proud of you.
What you think, Tiff?
I am excited. A lot of black
We're
children
gonna tip the griff.
protected from the claws of white supremacy, black power, race first.
Oh, girl, cut it out.
You know,
just excited to get the young boys in and get them out, man. Just excited for everything.
All right.
Sister Deanna.
This is a phenomenal campus. The school is here. We need your donations. Donate.
Douglas.
Long time coming, but we finally got it. Bring your kids here if you're concerned about the future of kids. Black Power.
No doubt.
Man.
Go Mind. You hear me? This is a place. This is a black town. This is what we need to have here. Wilmington, Delaware.
No
Peace.
doubt. Sister Shauna.
Listen, history does not happen overnight. This is the start of history. I can't wait to see what comes out of here, and I can't wait to contribute.
Oh man, powerful. Douglas, West Side.
Donate.
All right.
Yes,
Now,
donate.
peace.
This is very powerful, very beautiful. This
donations
school
in.
is going to be off the chain.
Sister Julie, what you think of the school so far, Queen?
This is the stuff dreams are made of.
Oh man, powerful. Where'd Brother Ron go? Oh, he stepped off. I was gonna get you on there, Brother Ron, real quick. You know what I mean? You from Wilmington. You know, let them know that the community can't wait to support the movement.
That's right. It's about time something like this is coming to hit Wilmington. We got a lot of issues here. We know this brother right here can make some positive impact on our society. My thing is, if you're doing it wrong and somebody's coming in to do something different, let's do that, because if you continue to do the same thing, expecting change, you know what that means. So let's do this thing right.
Thank you, Brother Ron.
Okay, I was trying to find that video where Umar, he's in the small gym and there's shit all over the place and he has a box. Wasn't that from 2025? Okay, that's going to be the last thing I show. I'm going to keep looking for, but let's go back to the Black Dot video, then we're going to wind this down. Here we go.
It's the money, bro. Money. And why would I, every month, send money to a school that my kids ain't going to? You seen the price of gas?
Yeah.
I don't even look at the price of gas.
I filled up today at Costco. Real time, yeah.
Mama Dot will tell you, I looked at the price of gas.
Okay.
Because I was at the pump, having a conversation, and the shit just kept going. My shit hit 100.
He funny.
Something.
That's real talk, though.
100. And you know me and Mama Dot play gas tank roulette, nigga. I'll be like, I got 4 miles. I'm only gonna use 2. Let her deal with this shit. And she be like, yo, I'm only going around the corner. And then I'll get in that bitch and be like, God damn it. And I have to drive to the gas station. Shit cost me $100. You think I'm gonna send $100 a month for some other fucking kids to go to school?
Yeah. And Umar has the Loyal Donors Club where they donate every single month. And a lot of those people that donated back in 2014, their kids are grown now. Black Dot said he donated in 2010. So, you know, he's making a good point. That's a really good point.
$200 a month, $300 a month. Just let it go, guys. All you Umar lovers and black man trying to change the system.
Yeah. By the way, that video, Umar inside of the gym, was that after he went off on his baby mamas? I think that was after, right?
Love, just he got you. He got me too. I think we put $100 up for that shit. At least 100. Early. We did that early on. 2010, I gave him.
See, that's huge right there. See, Black Dot doesn't realize it because that's huge. 2010, Umar tells people that he started raising money in 2014. But I also have Umar saying that he received donations in 2012. He posted that, and then he actually did a video. He had to do 2 videos because he did that one video I showed you guys earlier, but he also did a video where he was down in San Diego at the World Beach Center. Shout out to Makeda Dread, and he said the same thing. But see, what Black Dot is saying is that he sent money $100 back in 2010. Well, Umar Umar says he didn't start collecting money until 2014. That shows you that Umar Johnson is a scammer. You know. This is huge right here.
Just he got you. He got me too. I think we put $100 up for that shit. At least 100. Early. We did that early on. 2010, I gave him $100. Just on some old, let's get this thing rolling, you know, because I don't discriminate. You doing something. I gave money to the Hidden Museum. I put $100 up for that. And if they want to check my receipts, go to Momi Publishing, all right, because I did it through that account.
Yeah, I wonder if he did that. Is he saying? Well, maybe to Tariq Nasheed, but I don't know if he's saying that he did that with Umar. It'd be interesting to find out, because if I can get that the documentation on that, I'm definitely gonna put that in a documentary. That'd be huge. That's a really huge. It's really huge.
You know, if you got something popping, I want to show love.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't want to. You know, this is his boom boom boom. The finality of his boom boom boom. This is him. He gonna walk up and down the hallways, talking about what he accomplished. Look at me, I accomplished this building. It will never be filled with children, not at the expense to private schools, no funding from the government. Shit.
Yeah,
you know how expensive those schools are?
There's a private school around where I'm at. The tuition is $25,000. It's high school, $25,000 a year.
A year. We used to go on, me and you, some of them little trips, some of the little private colleges, you know, because you was gonna do an extra year, a
prep
football prep year, and it was $35,000 a year. Okay, do the math. That's 140, 150,000.
High school.
Huh? Oh yeah, Odyssey. My daughter loves Umar. She think he's so funny. She didn't even know I knew him, because I did a couple of lectures with him. She's like, Dad, this guy Umar, he's just so funny, man. The stuff he be talking about. So just know, some of these colleges, 50,000. You donated 500. Look at that. You know what I mean? And I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you, because you in your heart, we all want to contribute, because when he laid it out in 2010, shit sound awesome. I was like, yeah, black school, or all, you know, and then, you know, more and more time and stuff started, an excuse. There are that, ladies, would you take your man back after that many excuses? For 17 years, you keep catching this nigga cheating, doing all kind of crazy shit. At some point, you gotta go, you know what? You're just full of shit, my nigga. Come on. You know? That's all I'm saying.
Peace. If you like what you just saw and you want more.
All right, yeah, shout out to Black Dot. This is an important video. I think the biggest thing is him stating that he had sent money to Umar for FDMG back in 2010. I don't think he realized how significant that is, but that's really, really huge. You know, by the way, I found the video, and then I tried to copy and paste it. The last thing I was going to show you guys, and it just didn't work for some reason. No, here it is. Okay, so I just want to give one other example, and we're going to be up out of here. And again, shout out to Black Dot for doing this video. Let me show you guys one other thing. So in 2021, June 16th of 2021, so this is 5 years ago, Umar posted this video. Okay, this is the small gym. It's all cleared out. Okay, he had just got the floors buffed. But I want to show you guys how Umar Johnson works backwards. Just like I showed you the large gym. Let me mute this. I showed you guys the large gym, how it was in 2019 compared to how it is and how it was in 2025. Okay, well, this is the small gym in 2021. I want to show you this, and then I'm going to show you what it looked like in 2025. If you look way back in the background, that's black mold growing back there. It was there in 2019. It's still there to this day. I found that video too, where the young lady, they was up in these trap bandos, and the young lady was talking. She was holding her nose. Oh man, I should pull that one. But we're gonna finish with these two. So anyway, Umar, he shows this. And you can see it's all cleared out. This is from 2021. Now let's go to 2025. Yeah, see that sniffing? That's that post-nasal drip. He got a substance abuse issues. I've talked about that extensively. By the way, if you look on the floor there, this is not going to pass inspection. That it's warped on the floor. You can see it very clearly, and it's a lot of this warping going on here. This could be a foundation issue. There was a pipe that was backing up, and there was water, massive water issues inside of here. That's why you got black mold. You can see it in the background, but I propose that black mold it's in the ventilation system. All that has to be cleared out. but it's probably in the drywall all throughout this building. And there's also a lot of mold on the exterior of these buildings as well. Furthermore, the trap bandos, where he says that the school is done, where he was walking through this month, where he's walking through, there is also warping in the floor inside of what he calls the small school. So that's not going to pass inspection either. That's a tripping hazard, OSHA violation. There's no way. So this is what it looks like in 2021. Here's what it looked like in 2025. Then we're going to be done. Here we go.
Peace and Pan Africanism, peace and Pan Africanism. Peace and Pan Africanism, peace and Pan Africanism. Peace and Pan Africanism, peace and Pan Africanism. This is your big brother, Dr. Umar Ifatunde Oguntade, coming to you live and direct from the John Jacques Dessalines Prophet Nat Turner Gymnasium, brothers and sisters. Oh, yes. I want to say good Garby Day to my continental Africans, my South Africans, my Nigerian Africans, my Togolese, my Eritrean, my Ethiopian, my Congolese, my Angolan Africans, my Mozambique, all of my Africans, brothers and sisters, my Gambia, my Zambia, Madagascar Africans. We at the FDMG. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my Caribbean Africans, my Jamaicans and my Haitians and my Bajans, Bermudians, St. Croix, St. Thomas, St. Kitts, St. John, St. Lucia, St. Martin, my South American Africans, my Central American Africans, my Canadian Africans, my European Africans, the Africans in Asia, Australia, the South Pacific. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my Texas Africans, my Louisiana, my Jersey, New York, Massachusetts, Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, the Dakotas, Seattle, New Mexico, Dallas, Houston, ATL.
Okay, again, look. Look at the background now.
Savannah, Nashville.
You can also see that white film in there. Okay, that's mold.
Knoxville.
I'm talking about white film on top of the flooring. I used to think that was from like dust from the ceiling. That's not what that is. See, there's some serious mold issues, and when the humidity gets high enough, that mold takes root and it's all over the place. It's a thin white mist type of looking stuff. We're almost done.
St. Louis, my Philadelphia, my Harrisburg, you feel me? My York, my Chambersburg Africans, my Cheltenham, my Derby, my Yeadon, my Chester Africans.
There you go.
It's your big brother King Kong consciousness. Brothers, we are not at the swap meet, my brother. We had to take all the furniture out of the Most Honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey Elementary School and bring it into the gym.
Okay, look at this. If you guys look at what's in there, this is not most of it. It's not furniture that goes into these trap bandos. In fact, this video is from October 1st of 2025. The video that he did this month when he's walking through and saying that the school is done again. You don't see this shit up in there. There's no desk in there. There's a desk back there. There's a dolly, trash cans, all kinds of shit.
Chester Africans, it's your big brother King Kong consciousness.
Look at there's that old machine for working out behind him. He found that inside of this storage space at the end of one of these buildings. I think that was in 2020 where he found that. He just hoards the shit. That shit's old.
Brothers, we are not at the swap meet, my brother. We had to take all the furniture out of the Most Honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey
he lying.
Elementary School and bring it in.
I do think that racking back there was in there because he said that was going to be the library.
Gym. As we renovate the Most Honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey, the Right Excellent Most Honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey Elementary School. We getting ready, brothers and sisters. That's all we doing. We getting ready, brothers and sisters. Oh, yes. We getting ready, brothers and sisters. That's all we doing. We out here working hard, FDMG. Make sure you hit your PayPal, paypal.me/.
It was all about getting money. Let me just show you one other thing. If I can catch this part where he gets up and he starts walking around. Look, there's all kind of shit in here. Look at that. But I want to see if I can catch the part where he starts walking around. I didn't know. I'd seen very little furniture in it that would go inside of the. Yeah, here you go. Wait, I think it's when he comes back in, though. I want to show you how much filth and trash he has stacked up in one of those rooms. It's like halfway up the wall. Okay, here we go right here.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah, if you're enjoying the show, hit that like button. We're almost done. We have 442 us. We get to 500 before we get up out of here.
We not playing with you.
Okay, y'all see that? That looked like another mattress. Yeah, like a smaller one. Anyway, I wonder if that's that mattress he got from outside. He called it the baby bed.
Gymnasium. We're going to get this floor shined up again.
See that? Look in that room. He's a hoarder, and nothing's organized.
We not
Look at that.
playing with y'all.
That looked like that baby bed that was outside. I don't know if it was or not, but that's what it looked like to me, if that's it or not. Yeah, that was outside. Umar don't have no dumpsters. He just hoards it. He just throws it on with all the other shit.
Jean-Jacques Dessalines, Nat Turner Gymnasium. We're going to get this floor shined up again. We not playing with y'all. We not playing.
I remember one time, and then we're going to be up out of here, years ago. Umar was, I think he was in this gym, and there was like all these desks in there, and he was walking around, and he opened up one of the desks, and there was a crack pipe in there. I remember I was like, let's just move on. There's a few people, because this was a long time ago. I was like, let's just move on. I didn't want to say nothing. I was like, what in the world?
No games around here. You either building institutions or you wasting people time. You either building institutions or you wasting people time. It's King Kongalicious right now.
Okay, watch what he does, and we're gonna be about
It's King Kongalicious right now. It's King Kongalicious right now, brothers and sisters. It's King Kongalicious.
He's not doing anything.
Oops.
He's totally lost. He's fidgeting with bottles and shit. Beard all mangy.
Yeah. Who coming to First Fridays at FDMG?
And look at that other room. Y'all see that one? Then I'm going to show you one last thing. Look at that other room.
Oh, yes. Coming to First Friday.
Real talk, Umar probably spends a lot of time like fidgeting with stuff and just moving stuff from place to place. It's a mental health thing.
Yeah. Who coming to First Fridays?
Behind him. See, that's another room. You see all that shit stacked up in there? That room used to be cleared out. Okay. In fact, this whole space was cleared out back in 2021, but by 2025, it's a shit show, just like in the large gym, just like his apartment and just like his mama closet. Let me show you all one other thing, because I finally found this. I've been looking for this for such a long time. So this is from June 9th of 2019. I may have to skip through.
Books, affinity, medical, healthy tomorrow. What are these books?
This may have been the first tour that he gave, if memory serves me correctly. Again, he acquired these strap bundles February of 2019, and then this is from June of 2019. 99% of y'all ain't seen this. Watch this. I'm just gonna play a little bit of it.
Books with Dr. King, Rosa Parks, Frederick Douglass. It was a very diverse school. Yes, beautiful school. It's a shame that they lost their
Umar running his
charter.
mouth.
These were the uniforms. These were the uniform shirts.
Well, the fight don't stop when you get to school.
Look at this uniform shirt. Let me see. It's a baby one.
What did she say?
They're all books. Affinity, medical, healthy tomorrow. What are these books?
It sounds like someone said this one is musty.
Let me see. Books with Dr. King. Rosa Parks. Frederick Douglass.
It was a very diverse school.
Yes. Beautiful school. It's a shame that they lost their charter. These were the uniforms. These were the uniform shirts.
Well, the fight don't stop when you get to school.
Look at this uniform shirt.
Did y'all hear that? Damn. This is some bullshit. One of the ladies said this one is musty. Man, this is crazy. Yeah, I'm sure you remember this. Yeah, shout out to Information, man. Salute to you, sir. Always got the utmost respect for you, bro. Real talk. Appreciate you. Yeah, somebody said this one is musty, but it gets worse. Hold on.
Let me see. It's a baby one.
The trash all over the place, glass all over the place. He had these people walking through here. This is 2019. He didn't even have electricity on at this time. I don't think he did. Let's see.
That's the uniform shirt. Still brand new.
Maybe he did at this time. No, he has the door open. He didn't have electricity on.
Fine.
He didn't get the electricity to turn on. I don't think until 2020.
You get to school. Mm-hmm. That's it. It stopped there. But
no. Still got to keep grinding. With some. That's right.
Did he just say African musk? Cut it out. If it's funky, it's funky. Don't try to Africanize it. Cut it out.
No. Still got to keep grinding.
Yeah, they're all talking about must. Some bullshit. I'm telling you, the standards, boy, it's crazy. He said he's gonna get some African must to get the must out. That's what he's saying. Okay, I got him. Okay.
That's right.
So here's a question. What about security?
What do you mean?
Ma'am. Okay, listen. Boy, this is some sad. You shouldn't have women up in here in the first place. Hit the one. There's shit all over the place. It's been boarded up for who knows how many years. There's no ventilation, no HVAC system, stale air, musty, stinky, exposed wires all over the place. And you got this woman up here. She sounds like she's from another country with a African garb on, and you got her up in here walking through this fools. What kind of man? They're using their phone lights to walk through this shit. Shouldn't have no women up in here, no kids up in here. I think there's a boy in this one too, but I'm gonna skip through if he pop up.
Yes.
He probably grown now anyway.
Beautiful school. It's a shame that they lost their charter.
Girl, cut it out.
Stay close.
You getting on my nerves already.
All the way in yet. I don't. That's the uniform shirt. It's still brand new.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip through because I don't want to show the boy on here.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. It stopped there. But
yeah, these people ain't around anymore.
No. Still got to keep grinding.
I think that's Brother Manny too, right there. Rest in peace, Brother Manny.
That's right.
So here's a question. What about security?
what do you mean? We have
What do you mean?
security system on.
It's on?
No, he's lying his ass off. He didn't even have no electricity up over there. Now these days he does have an alarm. The alarm will sound, to set it or to turn it off. But back then he was lying to people about having security and an alarm system. He's such a liar. No electricity. One time he went up in there and said, "Yeah, this is how we get because there's just one line. He's doing all like this. This is the hustler scammer shit, and we just have one line of electricity coming. I won't be doing his hands and shit from right here into the thing. You lying? He has some batteries in the thing so that it would when you push the buttons it would beep. But this ain't connected to no electricity. Just be lying."
That wasn't always the case, though.
He should have cleaned up in here before he shouldn't have anybody in here anyway, but he should have cleaned up. But he's a hoarder. It don't even register. He's filthy.
Yeah, well, we understand.
Yes.
The biggest thing, though, even when you get a building, you don't want it to sit too long.
You can't. No.
Buildings got a personality of their own. They'll start deteriorating.
They will deteriorate.
What you talking about? You don't want to sit too long. It's 2026. This video's from 2019.
Not only that, you don't want to kill the momentum of your purchase.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. You know what? We're going to come back and get into this one tomorrow. Man, there's one part I wanted to play for y'all, but let's get into this tomorrow. What I'll do is I'm going to go and edit out because if they show little boy's face, I'm going to edit him out. We'll get into this tomorrow. And then there's another video that I found too. There's two. Okay. We can do both. We can do all three of them tomorrow because each one of them, they're not too long. So there's this one right here. In fact, let me Where did I put? Okay, I know what photo it's in. That's this one right here because I don't want to lose it again. Okay. In fact, let me do this right now so that I have this set up for, and I'll set up the show right after I'm done here. Thank you guys. I know this has been a different show. We usually goof off and have, but I really felt like the need, because more and more people are waking up, and Black Dot doesn't realize how important his first video is important too, but he was giving Umar too much leeway, in my opinion. Okay, and that's understandable. But at this point, because he doesn't, especially when he brought up that he donated in 2010. Like I said, if Black Dot has a verifiable proof of that, a receipt, and he's willing to send it to me so that I can include that in the documentary, I'll cash app or PayPal him $150. Take your wife out to go get something to eat. Take your son out, y'all go get something to eat. Okay. So we're gonna do this one right here. Tomorrow we'll do the whole thing, but I'm gonna edit it down because I just don't want to show the baby. And then there's two other ones, okay, that I found in the archives. So here's we kind of went through some of this yesterday, but I found the long version right here. This one is like 17 minutes. Shout out to 60 million views too. I don't think that they're uploading stuff anymore. But anyway, we'll get into this one tomorrow. Okay, let me get the date on here. This is from 2025. The other video from 2019. And then this one right here is going to blow y'all's mind. This is really short, but you guys got to hear what Umar say in this one.
Peace and love, black family. It's the Prince of Pan Africanism, Dr. Umar Johnson. I'm live and direct, Motown, Detroit, Michigan. As y'all know, I'm here in the city. Took a look at some of the schools that was available in Detroit.
Oh my God, you guys got to see this one right here. I was shocked. I just happened to run across it. And for some reason, I clicked on it. I don't even know why I clicked on it. It's probably because of what it says, Metro Detroit Mines. And I remember his Detroit school scam. So I thought that maybe it was related. But no, this is in 2017. Okay. So we're going to do these three videos tomorrow. And it'll be like a normal show. Okay. I know I was more serious today, but we had to get into this. Again, shout out to Black Dot. And thank you for doing that video, because more and more people need to hear the truth about Umar. He's a scammer, amongst other things. Okay. Thank you guys again for tuning on in. We're at 468 likes. Before we get out of here, we have an outside chance to get to 500. If you haven't hit the like button, you're enjoying the show, make sure you hit that like button before you head out. Let me do these super chats, and I got to do them real quick. TJ says, who is this goofy talking about? Who? Oh, no, if you're talking about Black Dot's been around a long time. And I think that's his son, too, with him, because they've been doing this podcast for a long time. Black Dot did a real good video years ago talking about Umar. Again, I was critical of it simply because I felt like he was giving Umar too much leeway, because he was saying that Umar, he's batshit crazy, which is true. He has some serious mental health issues, okay, including hoarding, right? ADHD. He's admitted that he has ADHD. Hoarding, he's quick to anger, quick to rage. He has his ability to regulate his emotions are problematic. Okay, amongst a whole host of other, he's a sociopath, borderline psychopath. That's why he can call for the murder of 10% of black boys. Okay, you have to have a psychopathic mind to think something shit like that, and then to say it, that's a whole nother level. Amongst other things, he's narcissistic personality traits as well. So it was important. That video was important that he did back in the day. I was critical of it for the reasons I expressed, but then the video that he did a couple of days ago, it's even more important because he admits that Umar Johnson is a scammer, but even more importantly, he states that he donated to Umar in 2010. That's huge. And he's not the only one who stated that. Okay. And I gotta figure out when Lovely T.I. stated that she donated. I just can't remember what year that was. Someone said it was 2010. I thought it was after that. Okay. But I gotta go find the video where she says it and all that stuff. So that's going to take me some time. Okay, thank you, TJ, for the super chat. Subliminal message says, hi, Lenon. I just discovered you about a month ago. I am an American educator of 22 years, currently teaching in the UAE. Keep this guy accountable. Yeah, I sure will. I sure will. And I know that there's quite a few people who tune in consistently who are educators. And anyone who's in that profession, you will be able to identify and know right away that Umar Johnson is not an educator. And the truth is, he's never been an educator. I have a video where he says that he's a master educator. He's never been an educator. He's never even taught in the classroom. He's never had any certifications related to teaching. He's never been a teacher. Okay, but he's given a lot of misinformation about education, the education system, and so forth and so on. I've spoken about this for many, many years. Okay, he's problematic. He's caused a lot of damage. Okay, thank you, Subliminal message for the super chat, and congratulations, 22 years. That's awesome. Yeah, keep going. All right, God's little princess. I was going to say, it says filthy alpha male. Yeah, he's a hoarder. Okay, and it's undisputable. You can't dispute it. He's a hoarder. There's times where he doesn't bathe for a couple of days, 3 or 4 days. You can tell it. His face be all greasy. We covered that on Monday. His hair is all disheveled. His clothes are all wrinkled. I have a video and video evidence where he says that the school is completed the second time this year. Okay, that he had the same clothes on the day before. We covered that. And shout out to the source who sent me that video of the day before with Umar, and there's someone who's in there. I think the dude's living in there, real talk, who opens the door to let Umar Johnson in. The next day is when he does the live video where he says the school is done again for the second time this year, and he got the same clothes on. All right. Thanks, sis. And thanks for being handling a mod business. I appreciate you. User 225 says, Umar Johnson invite Pookie to FDMG to play hide. All right. There we go. Yaya sent in the super sticker. Hope you're doing all right. Thank you so much. User 225 says FDMG finger Dr. Umar. Tripping. Looks like a long. I'm not reading this shit. Why you always do me like this? I'm skipping. Umar Johnson called me racist because I refused him my. You tripping? You really tripping on one tonight. Umar Johnson wants to know. Okay. All right. Okay. Get in contact. Oh no, let's not do that. All right. Thank you. You was cutting up. Tripping. You always do me like that. Sharif says Umar don't want celebs because they want receipts. Absolutely. Right. They have money managers and accountants and so forth and so on. And before they make any type of investment or donation, they have people that are there to keep them secure financially. And they'll look into Umar and they'll know right away, because that's their profession, that he's a scammer. They'll know when they're dealing with money, because that's all they do. They're going to know right away that he's a scam artist. It ain't going to take them long. So no, he don't want to deal with any celebrities because there's going to be accountability. But also he doesn't want to deal with professionals because there's going to be accountability. See, most of the stuff that he's had done, he's had some stuff done up there. Most of the stuff he's had done up there is by laymen. You know, the painting, that wasn't done professionally. He had Pookie and Ray Ray come walk through there, including work that was done on the roof. He had some professionals come through to do some roof work too. See, I always give him credit. He had some professionals come through to do some electrical work too. But then once he got enough lights turned on, he fired them. That's what I call the illusion of progress. It's all smoke and mirrors with this guy, because now he can flip the lights on and people get excited. But he don't got, real quick, someone has said, because I was looking at some of the comments on Black Dot's page, and someone said it's not a scam. Why would he purchase these trap banners in 2019? That's not a scam. Well, you haven't done your research. See, what Umar Johnson did essentially was he purchased these trap banners in February of 2019 for $400,000, told people that he purchased it for around $700,000. That's a scam right there. But then back in 2016, he said he was at $1 million. But then he says that all he had left was $400,000. He's a scam artist. But why did he purchase these trap banners? For two reasons. Number one, GoFundMe started issuing refunds because he was scamming using GoFundMe. So he had to show, and prove that, no, it's not a scam. So he purchased these trap banners. He fulfills that obligation. And then he also to his followers, they said, oh, he's serious now. They got excited and started sending him money. That's why by 2020, he smoked the fuck out, because he received all that money people would send him in 2019 after he acquired these trap bandos. I don't get it. I don't see why people don't understand. Well, you got to do the research. So what ends up happening? Well, what Umar, in essence, what he's done is he's extended the scam by taking $400,000, which is all he had left over. And there's over $600,000 missing at that time, not counting money raised in 2017 or 2018 or 2010, 11, 2012, 2013. We're not counting any of that. Or we're not counting the value of the land that was donated to Umar in Philadelphia and in San Bernardino, California. So what he does is he takes $400,000 and purchases these trap banners. If you can take $400,000 and put that down to keep a scam going for another 7 fucking years, would you do it? I'm assuming that you're a scammer like Umar. Would you do it? 7 years and 4 months later, he's been collecting money for another 7 years and 4 months. You take 400,000, you've pocketed over 600,000 at that time. It's probably closer to $1 million by that time, real talk. And then you keep collecting money in 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025. And here we are still collecting money in 2026. You got people, you got to think and do your research. Okay. All right. Thanks, Sharif. D. Will says, we need a documentary just interviewing all of Umar's former supporters from these videos. Call it Surviving Umar, the Bando Chronicles. Yeah. Most of the people aren't around that were supportive of Umar when he acquired these trap bandos in 2019. And people were really excited back then, just like people are excited when he says that the school is done in 2026 twice now. But he also said the same thing in 2023. He also said that the school was open in 2024. 4 different times based upon my research. And people got excited again this month. And I'll propose that it may be sometime next year. He'll say that the school is done again and people will get excited again. Or he'll put some decorations on the wall that's janky and then and pass that off as if, okay, now we're really about to open, even though he said that the school was open back in 2024. And then people going to get excited all over again. He's been doing this. He's a master manipulator. He's the great deceiver in the Black conscious space, the great deceiver of our time in the Black conscious space. Okay. Yeah, but those people who were around back then, most of them, they're not around anymore. And I'm sure they have stories to tell, including Tiff DeGriff, because she was the ardent supporter of Umar Johnson. She was going at everybody in his defense. He didn't even like her. Thanks, D. Will. And then User 225 says, notice he doesn't ask Joe Budden, Charlemagne, or Nick Cannon for donations. Why does he ridicule us, but not them for not donating? They're all in on it. Yeah, I wouldn't say that Joe Budden's in on it. I don't even think Charlemagne's in on it, but Charlemagne, they've had a whole bunch of scammers on Jay Morrison, Polite, Cesar Pena, and Umar Johnson. They've had a lot of scammers. I think they've had Cheyenne Bryan on there too. But I don't think that they're complicit. I just think that part of it is that they've promoted Umar so much, and it's more of a political thing because, in particular, Charlemagne. I don't think DJ Envy gives a fuck. But I think Charlemagne in particular, I think it's more political because he wants to have some sort of connection to so-called Black consciousness, and Umar kind of fits that bill for him. Okay, so he can still teeter on the edge of other political perspectives, if you will, but then he can still kind of hold on to Umar because Umar is as a symbol of Black consciousness, at least the delusional symbol of Black consciousness. There ain't nothing conscious about it. So that's why Charlemagne, when Umar makes the announcement that the school is done again, even though he was on, Charlemagne told him that the school was done back in 2024. But when he says it in 2026, Charlemagne posted on his social media. I think it's an ego thing too. They don't want to admit that they were wrong. And then Nick Cannon, well, the thing is, real talk, if any of these individuals were serious supporters of Umar, they would be donating consistently and they would be part of the Loyal Donors Club. So we can ask Joe Budden, and I highly doubt, because Joe Budden is critical of Umar because he knows the truth. I think he's known the truth for quite some time. He knows the truth. If any of the people who've platformed Umar, if they were serious and they really believed in him, they would be donating to him every single month. How many of these individuals are doing that? I know Charlemagne ain't doing it. I know Nick Cannon ain't doing it. Because Umar said it himself. He says he hasn't received any donations from any celebrities. So you can promote somebody, but you're not really supporting them behind the scenes. So what you promoting them for? Well, clicks and views and clout. All right. Thanks, User 225. And User 225 also says, Pookie painted FDMG walls green and Umar's walls. All right. That's enough. Okay, thank you guys so much for tuning on in. I hope you enjoyed the show. Tomorrow we'll be back. We're going to be covering those 3 videos. I'll have them all queued up, and we'll get right on into it. I know I said we're going to have a short show today, but it turned out to be a longer show. But we got into a whole lot of information. I hope that more people see this particular video. This whole week, we've had a fantastic week. And again, shout out to Black Dot for doing that video. It's very much needed. Very much needed. Thanks everyone inside of the Cookie Crush chat, and also thanks to everyone who hit that like button during this live stream. And if you sent a super chat or a super sticker, thank you for the support. I appreciate it humbly. Okay, thank you guys. I'm always appreciative, and I always enjoy our time when we get together and hang out. Okay, please enjoy the rest of the evening, and as we always do,
with my message. Thank you, Sister Avanti, $10 coming on the Cash App. Thank you, sister. Next time, make it 20, but thank you for that 10. I know you barely had that. Thank you, sister.
All right, Black Mario, next time, make it 20. The record is Scammer Visions, Bando Records. I did the video editing, and we got the 500 likes. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate y'all.
I appreciate that $10 donation. I really do. But next time, make it 20.
Next time, make it 20.
She came up smiling after the program was through. Said, brother, here's $10, I'm supporting you. I looked at the queen and I nodded my head. Said, thank you, sister, then this is what I said.
Next time, let's go.
Times are hard, I understand. Everybody doing the best they can, but dreams this big take more than hope. We're trying to build, not barely cope. Everybody saying, we not fisking flat tires. We not selling water ices. We building institutions, family. We not fisking flat tires. We not selling water ices. We building institutions,
am I being
family. Next time, make it 20.
Next time, make it 20.
If the blessings come your way, I appreciate the 10. But here's what I gotta say. Next time, make it 20. Let the whole congregation see. We not fisking flat tires. We building institutions,
y'all. Thank you for tuning in too. I appreciate you. We not fisking flat tires. Thanks, James. Salute, sir. Yeah, this is the jam. Yeah, it does sound like Tyrese, doesn't it? Thanks, Holly girl. What's up, Sunday, man?
Questions every single day.
Yeah.
How you gonna build it? How you gonna
Key Locker, good night. Thanks, Sonia.
I say one donation, one dream at a time. Everybody pitching in to help us climb. This ain't about quick fixes. This ain't about little gimmicks. Trying to leave something standing tall for the next generation and all. We not fisking flat tires.
It's great
we
job,
not selling water ices.
Him and Togo, they got skills.
We building institutions, family.
Yeah, thanks, Queen. A little bit different. We'll be back to the regular program tomorrow. Hey, Miss John, good night. Thanks for taking lots of on in.
We building institutions, family.
Yeah,
next time, make it 20. If the blessings come your way.
Yeah, a lot of that money went to gambling.
The 10.
Okay, I'll check.
Here's what I gotta say. Next time, make
thanks, Baba
it 20.
No, did it.
Let the whole congregation see.
Oh wow,
fisking flat tires. We building institutions, family. Institution builders.
That's crazy. Yeah, thanks, DB. That's crazy, Baba Diddy. That's cool too. Don't did it.
What we not doing? We not fisking flat
yeah, much love
tires.
to you. Hope you're doing all right. Tell your husband I said hello. Hope y'all doing all right.
We not selling water ices. One more
thanks,
time.
Techie.
One more time.
Yeah, we had a wonderful time. That's all.
We building institutions, family.
74. Thanks, Arden. Yeah.
Now everybody
Afro
clap your hands. Left side sing.
Hey, Afro-Civic woman. Thank you.
Everybody together. We We build an institution.
Sound like Usher? Yeah, it does kind of sound like Usher too. Yeah.
Family.
Shout to Black Morrow. Excellent work, sir.
When prosperity comes through, I appreciate the team.
Jimmy Jabberee. Black man, rise and rich. That's the message for today. Jimmy Jabberee. Thanks, Michael, for tuning in. Sir. Nina Boone.
And we're doing it all the way.
Thanks, bro. Dr. Kogo in the puppet. Hey, y'all.
We building institutions, family.
All right. Salute to you, King James. Appreciate you, bro.
We not selling water ices. We building institutions, family.
You guys are crazy. All right, you fix it.
Next time.
You fix it. You fix the morning coffee. All right.
20.
All right. Again, shout out to Black Morrow. Thank you guys for tuning on in. I hope you all enjoyed the show. I appreciate y'all. We'll be back tomorrow with another live stream. We're gonna get into those 3 videos. And thank you guys. I mean, I have such a wonderful time. I know tonight's show was a little bit different, but sometimes we got to do what we got to do. Okay. All right. Y'all take care. Enjoy the rest of the evening. I love y'all. Take care. Peace.